Sometimes life happens
We see you.
and you feel all alone
We feel you.
with nowhere to go.
We got you.
So many questions unanswered.
We understand. Yeah.
And you feel like you can't
But God
wrestle with
understands.
your own thoughts. This is for you
Yeah.
when life happens and it makes you feel like you're off the beat, 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 off the beat. Real authentic conversations. All right, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Offbeat Podcast, and today we got a special episode. And as you know, right here at Offbeat Podcast, man, we, since we started, we have been bringing you interviews, conversations, and we're all about being real, authentic, and just conversating with people, especially right here from the IE. And today's guest, man, he's no stranger to the IE. He's right here from the IE. He's right here. As a matter of fact, he's right here from San Bernardino. And it's my pleasure, man. It's an honor to be able to have him here today. So let's welcome rapper from the 909 right here.
Yeah, what up? Your boy Lil G, 909.
Let's go.
What up? How you guys doing? Thank you for having me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Happy to be here.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much for agreeing to come on here.
You're
bro.
welcome, man. You're trying to help out everybody, you know?
Yeah.
It's all about supporting each other, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Especially right here in the IE, man. We
yeah.
gotta, there's so much talent. There's so much potential right here, man.
There's a lot of talent coming out of San Bernardino, man.
There
a lot
is.
of talent, a lot of artists. Like, man, San Bernardino's coming up.
Yeah.
On the artists, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? On the artists, yeah.
And as a matter of fact, we were talking about it earlier. You're the first rapper, bro.
Man, that's
You're the
dope.
you're the
that's
first.
dope. Like, hey, I'm glad I'm the first one.
Yeah, you're the first rapper right here, bro.
Yeah, that's what's up.
So that's why when when we're able to connect, bro, like I was like, heck yeah, like let's get that
Let's do it.
going, bro.
Hell yeah.
Because I grew up in the growing up, bบ, I grew up. I'm a '90s baby.
Okay.
So we're
we're all the same. Yeah.
same age almost. You know what I mean? So I'm a '90s baby, so I grew up around the rap game, the Chicano culture. You know what I mean? Different area. I grew up out in Vegas.
Okay.
So I know you're right here, right?
San Bernardino, raised all my life in San Bernardino.
Yeah,
I mean, actually, I was born in Hollywood, and my parents moved out here when I was 4 years old. So I've been in San Bernardino all my life.
Were they part of the big, like the big moves that when a lot of people started coming out here?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. But my parents said it was cheaper out here, so they moved out here, and so I've been out here since 4 or 5 years old when I was a little baby.
Okay,
yeah,
all right,
little kid.
yeah. So I mean, how was it, man? How was it growing up in San Bernardino back in those days?
I mean, as a kid, it was good, and once I started hitting like middle school and high school, it was like I seen all the the gang banging and all the cholos and stuff, and it was crazy back in that time, at that time,
Yeah.
Now it's a little bit different, but I mean, I think back then it was like more crazier, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was hard to like grow up, and especially in San Bernardino, there was a lot of violence. And now, I mean, I feel it's still violence, but not like as much like I used to be,
Right.
But I mean, it's still out there, I mean, San Bernardino's like crazy.
Yeah. And that's why I want to, we want to talk about, all the things that go on here in San Bernardino too. But at the same time, that's why, we want to highlight the good. We want to highlight the good people that are coming out of San Bernardino that are doing something here for San Bernardino. You know what I'm saying? So, so what are some of both your parents, are they from here? Or
actually my dad's from Zacatecas.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
all right.
from Mexican. My mom's from Ensenada. So like my parents are from like straight Mexico.
Okay. And then how old were they when they came?
I don't even know. I never asked. I just know they met. I think they met in Fontana.
Okay.
Yeah, because my mom's side, they're from Fontana's. And my dad, I mean, I don't know. I never asked. That's a good question.
Yeah.
I got to ask when I get back home. How do you guys
How long you guys been out here for,
I know,
man?
right?
Yeah. Do you guys got papers or what?
Right? No, but I know. I mean, in Fontana, and then I don't know how in Hollywood, because that's where I lived, But, I remember we lived at an apartment. Out there off the freeway. I forgot, but it's in Hollywood, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was born in Hollywood, yeah.
But most of your memories are from here, though.
Oh, yeah. Like, I don't even know nothing. Like, I don't even know what hospital I was born. Like, I don't know, like, nothing from Hollywood. Like, I get lost. I got to put, like, the navigation, because I don't really go out there. I stay out here in San Bernardino and the IE.
Yeah. And what was some of your favorite memories growing up right here in San Bernardino?
school. I mean, I was not the type of guy to like ditch. I only ditched like one time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I like
Okay.
school. I think because it was like the ladies. You know what I mean? I had to go see the ladies, so that was just me. I just like to go to school for the ladies, and I mean, I did my work too. You know, I graduated.
Yeah.
Graduated in 2004, and with honors too. I mean, I don't know how I did that, but
Hey, that's dope,
I
bro.
did. I was
Yeah.
like, my mom was happy. Like, how do you graduate by honors? Like,
Oh, then even your mom was like,
yeah,
okay.
like, wow, my son graduated by honors. I'm like,
Yeah.
shit, I don't know how I did it, but I mean, probably copying or something.
Yeah. So well, we're talking about it right now. So you hit up Urbita, right? You were right there in Urbita
I was
Elementary.
Urbita, I think until like second, third grade, and then I got kicked out because I wasn't learning. I was just hanging around with my friends, just wanted to play. You know, I was a little kid, and then I moved the movie to like Bonnie O over there in Highland.
Okay.
I went to Bonnie O, yeah, and then from there I went to like Curtis Middle School.
Okay. Yeah, and it's crazy because like your family lives right up the street from me, bro.
Yeah, this is right there.
Small world, bro.
Small world, bro.
Because
Small world.
I would be like, man, when I started following you,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I've seen that van.
Oh man, that van's been everywhere,
I've
bro.
seen
That van's
van.
everywhere.
I
Everybody
was
knows
like,
that van.
I've seen that van. I'm like, I've seen it. I know it. You know,
Yeah.
because you know what I mean. It stands out,
It
bro.
stands out,
It stands out. It
And
stands
that's
out.
what I got it for. I got it in 2012, and
Yeah.
I mean, you mean to put the rap on,
Yeah.
and because you gotta promote yourself, advertise. It's good. It's good advertisement. It's good for business. You know what I mean? You get it more out there. It looks more professional.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, damn, this guy's doing something. Who's this? You know? And then they look me up on Instagram or on my music. So I was smart about that.
Oh yeah, no, that's a smart move.
Little investment, you know, you gotta invest.
That's one of the things, bro. That and I think I don't know if you ever heard of him, Grant Cardone.
I think
Grant Cardone, he's like the 10x guy.
Okay.
He's the funny guy, talks he's like 10x.
Yeah, probably if I seen him, I probably, oh yeah.
Yeah, he's the one that talks like, man, you know, you come with me, I'm gonna make your business 10x.
Oh man,
10x.
Jeez. That's right.
Yeah, he said it one time. It was a show that we were watching about it's pretty tight. It's billionaires that make themselves broke. Like they got to go broke for like 90 days or something like that.
Wow.
It's a competition. It's
okay.
it's like 3 or 4 of them. They got to give up everything, their influence, their social medias, everything. They take on a whole different identity, and then they just like shoot them out like in a random city.
Oh wow! And see if they can survive or what?
Yeah, and $100. They only get $100, a cell phone, and I think that's it. Like they can't use their
For like how long
contacts.
though?
90 days.
90 days.
90 days.
Damn.
Yeah.
I might have to go to like Jack in the Box or McDonald's to eat like $1 menu or something.
Yeah, get the tacos, cut them in half. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta survive.
Yeah, some sopas right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, but anyways, when he got together with like some business owner there, and they had like this. They started this marketing company.
Okay.
And he said that he's like, man, like one of the things that a lot of people sleep on nowadays because of social media is like physical marketing. Physical marketing, like flags, banners, wraps, like on the truck, stuff like that. Like a lot of people sleep on that because. And it's true, like you said, like you're everywhere, man. You take that van everywhere.
Man, that van's been everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, I just got back from tour like 2 weeks ago. I mean, that van was over there in like New Mexico, Arizona, like over there by Texas.
Oh, you guys drove?
Oh, we drove on the tour van. Yeah, we were out there
dope.
for 2 weeks, just city to city, boom.
Oh, that's
it was
tight,
dope,
bro.
I had fun. Yeah, it was dope.
Yeah. How was that?
Oh man, it's fun. It's like a little vacation. You make money, everything's paid for. Like you see your fans, like it's just see their like faces, like all excited to see you. Like that's it motivates me more to like, I'm still doing it. And it's crazy though because I seen like fans like with my first CDs like 2006, 2007. I'm like, wow, you guys, that's dope. I was like, damn, like it motivated me, you know, like damn.
Oh yeah, I bet. Yeah, that's a great feeling, man.
Yeah,
and I
of
think
course.
anyone that might say otherwise is they're either probably trying to like act like it's not. But honestly, that's a great feeling.
And for them to support me all this, because I've been in the rap game for like 18 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 18 years. Since I was 18 years old, I've been doing music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've been doing it for a long time, and just to see like those fans like supporting me since my day one all the way until now, and still supporting me, buying my stuff, like man, that's a good feeling.
That's dope, bro. That's dope.
That's dope.
So let's before we get into your career and everything, man, let's talk about a little bit more about right here at San Bernardino, man. Since right here, you know, we're recording right here in San Bernardino.
Yeah.
Earlier we were joking about it because a lot of people don't know, but our studio is inside of a church.
Yeah. I pulled up like my friend was like, hey bro, I don't think it's here. It's a church. Like I was just drinking right now. Like since the address right here, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then I went around to see if it's like in the back. And that's when I called you. Hey, I think we're in the back. Like, I don't think we do interviews here.
Yeah. I was already like plotting in my head. I'm like, yo, like, I wonder if they're gonna trip out or
Yeah,
what. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But then, like, when we pulled in, I'm like, hey, I got you guys to come to church, man.
Hey, we get in church.
Yeah, and you got some people with you too, right?
Yeah. My artist Big Caras and his boys right there.
Big
Yeah.
Caras, what's up, guys, man? Shout out to you guys.
Yeah, and actually, me and him, we went to high school together.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, we went
right
to high
here in
school.
San Bernardino?
Yeah, right there in San Antonio.
Oh, is that where you guys went?
Yeah, so I went to high
Oh, so
school.
you guys
right
went
there.
to a bad high school.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
Or which one was worse during that time? Pacific or San G?
I think both.
Those were like the hot,
yeah,
hot high
because
schools.
San G, I mean, next like across the street there was like Little Africa, like it was like really bad.
Right.
But now it's like kind of calm. I mean, but back when the high school times, it was like really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it probably like calmed down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it was crazy in high school days.
No, yeah, man. I mean, because back in those days, like I said, we're kind of like same era. I was out there in Vegas, but pretty much like it was the culture, the Chicano culture.
Okay.
It was still huge.
Okay.
Still huge. You know what I mean? So
How was like the violence out there? Was it like really bad or no?
So Vegas, it was pretty much like, so what started to kind of happen is back in like the early 90s,
Okay.
when we first moved, because I was born here too. I was born in Pomona.
Okay.
And then we moved out, same situation, like when I was like 3 or 4 years old.
Yeah.
We moved out to, supposedly because the doctor recommended, I had asthma growing up.
Okay.
So the doctor recommended that dry heat is better.
Okay.
So, and you know what was crazy is that it did work. Like
really?
once we moved over there,
Okay.
by the time I was like maybe like 7 or 8, my asthma went away.
Damn,
Yeah,
that's
we got to
good.
work with some good doctors, and then but when we first moved out there was a lot of local gangs.
Oh,
a lot.
okay.
There was like the local gangs that, and you still hear about them every now and then, but like there were like local, organic, like straight Vegas gangs.
Yeah.
You know, they took on like very similar, like a lot of similarities from Cali gangs.
Yeah.
But once like late 90s, you started getting a lot of people from Cali
Moving out there. Oh,
kind of the
okay.
same thing like from
Yeah, from LA, they come over here
started
and-
coming right here to the
yeah,
IE.
yeah.
So the same situation started
Happened
happening over there.
Because I think what it was is because like it's more cheaper out
The
here.
housing was cheaper,
And
yeah.
Vegas is cheaper out there.
Way cheaper.
And up the hill, like Victorville
Yeah.
and Hesperia, is like the houses are cheap. So everybody from LA come out this way because it's expensive LA.
Oh yeah,
Man,
yeah,
it's
it
super
was
expensive.
Oh yeah, I mean you need to. I mean the good thing is, bro, like raza, bro, like we know how to do it, bro.
Oh yeah.
10
we know how
10
to hustle. We think
yeah.
about like, oh, yeah, we gotta do this, or we always got a way to get money.
Yeah, 10, 12 people to an
Yeah.
apartment, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
you
saying?
got to.
Everybody pay 100, 200 bucks
Yes,
rent.
You got to. Yeah, you got to.
Yeah, that's how, you know, growing
Got
up,
to.
man, that's what we saw, you know what I mean? And so, you know, I came from same, you know, Mexican family,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
they went from Michoacan, Durango, they came over there to out here. They were hustling, doing their thing. So when Cali gang started to move out there, they started to change the game out a lot.
Okay.
Like they started, I think Vegas kind of, they never, like, there was violence.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there was always that, like even the early 90s, the blacks versus Mexican violence.
Yeah.
You know, that was happening out here big too,
Oh
right?
yeah, of course.
Yeah, that was like huge. So that was big out there. And then like the local Vegas gangs,
Yeah.
they were like doing their drive-by shootings. They were doing things. They were like, you know, but when Cali gangs went over there, bro, like they
changed it
they
up a
changed
little
it
bit.
up, bro.
Yeah.
And that's how like a lot of hate towards Cali started like in the beginning out there in Vegas.
Yeah.
I don't know how it is now. I've been out the game, bro. Like, you know, I stopped gangbanging, bro. I left that life, bro, when I was 18.
Okay.
I was 18 years old when I moved out here. So I keep in touch with a few people here and there, but you know, like same like you said, like they say the same thing. It's a lot has changed.
Oh yeah, a lot, bro. A lot.
A lot has changed, man. So, but out here though, like what was, what kind of, cause I know you talked about it earlier, man, but you know, once you started to see, you know what I mean? Like what was happening around where you were living, like what started to pop off? What did you begin to see? What started to draw you?
Well, like, I mean, the music helped me a lot to stay out of trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like me, pretty much. Like, I mean, I was not really hanging out too much, like in the hood. I was always working.
Okay.
So that kind of helped me out, like to stay out a little bit of trouble. I mean, I'll still hang out with my friends, but I was like always working and like just like on my hustle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that would kind of help me out a little bit because I've been working since I was like 13, 14 years old, just working. You know what I mean? Like, I used to cut grass when I was a little kid or wash cars just to get money, you know what I'm saying? And then I got my first job. I remember a store called Factory to You. I don't even
Oh,
remember
yeah,
that. Remember
yeah.
back to you? There was
Didn't
one.
they have one right
on
there on
Mount
Mill and Mount Vernon,
Yeah, right
right?
there.
Yeah,
I used to
yeah,
work
yeah.
there when I
Oh,
was like
snap.
16 years old.
Factory 2
Yeah,
years,
I used
huh?
to go to high school, and then from when I get out from there, I go to work for like 4 or 5 hours, like every
Yeah.
day. So that was like, I was on my hustle, you know what I
Oh,
mean? Saving no
yeah.
money, and because I told myself like when I turn 18, I want to buy myself my own car, and I did.
Yeah.
So that helped me a lot, and then I started doing the music, and right away when I turned 18, I met Mr. Capone.
Okay.
And he's like a big rapper and big
Yeah.
artist, and man, I got lucky with that, and
Yeah.
he signed me, and I was just going on tour and just like staying away from from the hood a lot, so that kind of helped me a lot.
Oh,
so,
that's dope,
that's a blessing, you know what I mean?
And what if you don't mind me asking, like what neighborhood around here was kind of like were you around?
Well,
or-
I grew up
or
right
did
there in
you
the
know?
flats.
Okay,
Yeah, right
okay.
there. I grew up in the flats, but I grew up there like all my life, you know what I mean? And but I'm always on the west side a lot too. I have
Okay.
a lot of friends on the west
Okay.
side, but yeah, I was raised in the flats.
So
Yeah.
talk about that dynamic, because I know there's a whole dynamic to that, right? Because that's all like that's
Yeah.
all one big gang, right? With just different cliques.
Well, the flats, it's one clique, and then the west side, that's the one that has like a lot of cliques.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
pretty much, I mean, they don't get along because they're over here and over there.
Yeah.
But the west side has a lot of cliques, you know what I mean? And the flats is just only like one big gang.
One
you
big
know?
gang.
Yeah.
And is that like where like the whole beef started? Because I kind of, even when I first had moved out here, I studied a little bit about the city, about what was going on and stuff. And because I know there was like some big things happened. I was like in the early 90s or something like that.
And then a lot, and also too like the back in the days, like high school days, you know what I mean? LA and IE, that was like the worst.
Yeah.
That was like, you from LA, that you fighting for sure. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? There's always like that. If you're from IE or LA, like there's always, that was like pretty much where everybody was like just fighting for it. Just, you from LA, oh, we're gonna fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's how it was back in the day, like really bad. Now, a lot of change, so everybody gets along with everybody.
Right,
I mean,
right.
like everybody respects each other now. I mean,
Yeah.
some do, some don't, but I mean, it's always. I mean, the streets are always gonna be the streets. You know what I mean?
Right.
But now I see people like from different hoods getting along and
Right.
and hanging out together, and not like back in the days, like you from
Yeah.
that side, like nah. But now it's different.
Yeah,
it's way different now.
Yeah, that dynamic. That's what I'm saying. Like that dynamic. Like I saw that dynamic like change before my eyes, like
Okay,
little
okay,
by
okay.
little. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
saw,
yeah.
like I said, first it was like all Vegas gangs were like kind of like
Hanging
they were
out
all
together?
No, well, some of them,
Okay,
some of
okay,
them were
okay.
like would click up, and then but most of them, they're like enemies. They
Yeah,
would
yeah,
all
yeah.
kind of stay in their own little neighborhood, everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like as long as they were stayed in their spot. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
Like there
yeah.
was no beef. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
little by little, as the LA gang started to come out, and that's the thing, man. Like same thing, like and it was mostly LA gangs.
Yeah.
Like that, like because you had people from Pomona moving out there, you had people from Orange County too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
But it
yeah.
wasn't. But LA gangs, bro.
LA,
Like
yeah,
once
yeah.
LA gangs started going
Yeah.
out there. In the beginning, there was that hate.
Oh, yeah,
there
yeah,
was
yeah.
like that. Oh, bro, like it was like
Yeah, it was bad. It was
bad.
It was really bad.
And I think it was just because like they brought that dynamic they brought, bro, was like it was because I know over here they had already kind of had like that strict rule, like no drive-bys.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
like no drive-bys, no this, no that. They already had certain things established. So they kind of went over there with that mentality.
Okay.
And that was like a shock to Vegas
No, yeah,
gangs.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
Vegas
yeah.
gangs, they weren't used to that.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
weren't used to like somebody like pulling up in front,
Yeah.
walking up to them, and you know what I mean? And so they were doing, they're like like during that time, I want to say like early 2000s, late 90s, early
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
2000s, man, the violence
Oh,
just,
it was bad.
it was bad, bro.
It was really bad.
It was bad. So
Super.
so and then so that kind of the music, the working and everything that kind of helped you.
Oh yeah, just stay out of trouble.
So you were that homie in the hood that
Yeah,
like
yeah,
hey,
and
where's
everybody-
where's that?
It was
Where's
Lil
Lil
G.
G?
Yeah, oh, he's on tour over there with Capone and you know what I mean? That was me. Like if you go back to like where I grew up, they'll tell you, oh, Lil G, he's a hustler. He's always like positive. He's a positive dude.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm a positive dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm always helping people out, and I'm just a positive dude. I don't like drama, none of that. I just do me, and just I'm a positive dude.
That's dope,
You know
bro.
what I mean? Yeah,
That's
that's why
dope.
a lot of people know me. Like I'm a positive dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and there's always like that. There's always it kind of reminds me of I had a homie. I don't know what's up with him now, but I haven't heard of him for a while. But a homie Slick, we used to call him Slick.
Slick, okay.
And that was him, man. Like it was like, where's Slick? He was either working or on his hustle or
Yeah.
you know what I mean, or doing side jobs. Like he
Yeah.
was like we had a lot of respect for him, like because he would still like he would come around like. we're the ones like we're like I was indulged, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie, I was indulged, and I was a young man. I was just full of hate, bro. I was full of anger, full of hate. And so I was easily influenced into like that life quick. You know what I mean? But we had a lot of respect. I had a lot of love for him because like, and then he had a baby real early on soon.
Okay.
You know,
I mean, that probably helped him a little bit too.
Yeah, of course.
To be more responsible and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Any kids, bro?
Nah, no kids, bro.
No kids. Okay, all right.
My mom's like, hey, we can have a kid, man. You're getting old.
No, so you're not married either?
Nah, no married.
All right, man. So there you go, ladies. Ladies, there you go.
Hit me up. I'm single, ready to mingle. Oh yeah. Yeah, my birthday, man. I just had my birthday a couple of days ago, man. It was crazy. I had a good time.
Yeah, I saw your video.
Oh man, my videos.
I saw your video.
Man,
I saw your videos. I was like, oh yeah, this guy had a good time.
They're like, man, how do you know all these girls? Like, I mean, I don't know.
They came out of nowhere.
Yeah, hey, I posted the flyer they pulled up.
Did you go to? Were you there? Were you part of
I couldn't make it. I
Uh,
couldn't make it. Yeah,
They're like,
he missed out though.
They're like, heck no, like you staying
His
home.
kids are like, damn, I wish I was older so I can go.
Yeah. So no, but that's cool, man. So it really sounds like, even though you were in the mix, and that's a beautiful message. I think that really is, man. That we can even pause on that, and maybe you can even kind of share on that, because it's sometimes people feel that where they grow up has to dictate automatically, your outcome. You know what I mean? And I think that we're both in agreement in that, like that's not the case. Like you can grow up in the worst scenario.
Yeah, you can grow up in the hood and still do good. You know what I mean? Stay positive. I mean, even though I was around cholos all my life, like I knew what's right and what's wrong and right. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, nah. I mean, I gotta stay positive and focus on what I want in my future, and that's what I did, and it helped me. Yeah. You guys probably see me right now, all bald headed. I don't got no tattoos.
Oh, really?
No tattoos.
Hey, bro. So I beat you.
You're more gangster than me. Yeah. So I no tattoos. Yeah, man. I was like always the positive guy. Yeah. You know what's crazy? Like I barely started drinking like 2 years ago.
Really?
Barely started drinking. Never drank, and I don't smoke. I don't do nothing.
That's tight. Yeah, so you were focused, bro.
I was focused, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. I went to Vegas one time, and I was drinking some margaritas, and ever since that, I've been drinking.
Yeah, Vegas does that to you,
yeah, but it was crazy, though, because I used to be like, no. But what it was, I went on a summer, and my friend got me a virgin margarita. Right. And, all right, cool. So the second one, I guess he didn't tell the bartender, like, don't put no liquor. So I think I drank like 5 or 6. I'm like, and it was high, and I was like, man, I couldn't really taste alcohol. I was like, I was out by the time I got to the room. I'm like, damn. Yeah. And ever since that, like, I started drinking. But I don't drink like that. But on my birthday, I did. I got a little wasted.
Yeah, you had a little celebration.
Yeah,
there, man.
I passed out. I didn't even know how I got home. But I mean, good thing I had good friends that take care of me.
I know you had that. I started busting out, bro, when you posted that video.
Man, I love to post videos.
You were like,
yeah, my homegirl was helping my homies. Like,
I was like, dang, he's gone.
And I told myself I never want to get drunk and throw up, like hot. And I don't know. I think as I was mixing the liquor,
Oh yeah.
And then that night, I think I popped like 5 bottles. I was just having a good time. I just wanted to have a good time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
well, that's cool. That's cool, man.
I had a good time.
All love, man.
Yeah,
that's
I had a good
that's
time.
what's up, man.
Yeah.
And but yeah, no, that's good, bro, because that really does. It really does send a message out there that, again, it doesn't matter where you grow up. If you have a vision, if you have a dream, like you the music.
No, the music helped me to stay out of trouble. You know what I mean?
And what drew you? What drew you to the music, bro?
Ever since I was a little kid, I like music. I like dancing. It's just music was like what I like, and I want to be a part of it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So when I first find out there was like cholos rapping, I'm like, damn, like I want to be a rapper. You know what I mean? Because I was like, I never heard like Mexican rappers. I only listened to like Snoop Dogg and stuff like that. Like when I was younger, you know what I mean?
Right.
And when I heard like my first Chicano Rap CD, rest in peace to my homie Payaso from the Deuce Click.
Bro, no, okay, go ahead. Yeah. I got a story about that.
He was the first CD I bought, and the guy from the Swami told me, hey, look at this, Payaso. He's from San Bernardino. Once he says from San Bernardino, I was like, I want to buy it. And then when I took it home, I listened to it. I was like, ever since that, I got introduced to that music, and then I started buying all these different Capone Criminals and all these different rappers, and that's when I got introduced to Chicano Rap.
Yeah.
And that's when I want to be part of that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
that's
because
what I
now
did.
you were able, because like you said, I think I grew up in the same, we grew up in the same era
yeah.
where it was like Snoop Dogg, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
Easy E, you know, Ruthless Records, Tupac. I mean, bro, to this day, bro, like you know, that's one of my favorite artists, bro.
Yeah.
Even recently, man, they dropped the Dear Mama documentary. I don't know if you've seen it
I
already.
haven't seen it yet. I heard
bro,
about
it's
it. Yeah.
it's dope, bro.
Oh, yeah?
Like it just goes to a whole different. It goes into like his militant side,
okay.
you know, and it just made so much sense, like his style of rapping, like it made so much. But that's the pretty much like what we grew up in. So that I kind of tripped out right now when you said that about the Payaso and the Dukes Click, because that was my first CD, bro.
Really?
That was my first Chicano rap CD.
What city was it? You remember?
Man, bro, all I know, bro, is and I remember, I think I was 17 already, bro, because
okay.
I had just come out of juvie.
Okay.
I had done about like 10 months in juvie, and I remember like we had a work program. I was even telling my wife about it the other day. We had a work program out in the mountains in Vegas, and we would like fix the hiking trails, things like that.
Yeah.
So when we got out with some money.
Okay.
And one of the things was like, man, like I needed some CDs,
Some
you know what I mean?
CDs,
Like
yeah.
so, and I wanted something different, you know what I mean? I'm like, so I went to the swap meet too,
swap
bro.
meet, the swap meet.
I went into the swap meet, bro, and I was like, hey, what are you guys bumping?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, that's Payaso and the Dukes Click.
Yeah.
I'm like, and they're like, I was like, is that here, Vegas? They're like, no, that's a Cali,
Cali
909.
music. Yeah,
And I'm like,
909.
909. I was like,
Shit.
and the reason why I knew 909, because I had some homies from Pomona.
Oh, Pomona.
They were
Okay,
from
okay.
Pomona Sur Locotes at that time.
Yeah.
And then I was born in Pomona. So
Yeah,
the
so-
99,
yeah.
I'm like, let me check it out,
Yeah,
bro. And
yeah.
it was Payaso and the Dukes Click.
Yeah.
And it was that one song where there's
Like
there's
oldie backgrounds.
There's a
the hood on my
hood
shoulder.
on
Can
my
I kill
shoulder,
it?
can I kill
That's a
it?
CD I got.
Yeah.
That's a CD. It's called I think Southside Story.
Yeah, something like
Yeah,
that.
with there's like 5 of them in the
across
cover.
Train tracks,
Yes,
and clock
man.
back your straps. Yeah,
Man,
that
rest
was
in
like,
peace, man. To Payaso.
I didn't know he passed away.
Yeah, he
bro.
passed away, man. Yeah, he passed
Yeah.
like I think a couple months ago.
Like from like natural. Or
To tell you the truth, I don't even know.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think that the last time I seen him was at In and Out. Yeah, I seen him at In and Out. We were like talking
right here in San Bernardino.
I want here in Rialto.
Okay.
Yeah, we were right.
Okay.
Yeah, we were right. He was in Rialto and I was in Rialto, and I was in and out, and he was there too, and we talked, and yeah, man, it's crazy, man. I got the when I seen the news, I'm like,
yeah.
was
No,
crazy.
yeah. When I was like, that was my first. Well, that's the first
yeah,
CD
but
I
everybody
bought.
knows that song though.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
that
"Hold
was
on my
that was
shoulder,
one of.
can I kill it?"
And then when I moved to San Bernardino, bro, like I understood it even more because like the train tracks. I never seen so many train tracks,
the Santa Fe Bridge. And
yeah, like they're like the way they divided their cliques and
Yeah,
everything,
yeah.
and so. And then what was crazy was because that was like the name of my clique back then. That
Okay,
we were
okay.
So we're from Blythe Street, but it was Duke's clique.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, even
and,
con más razón, I was like,
and it's
heck yeah.
crazy too because my cousin, they used to be from the car club Dukes. So,
Okay.
like my cousins, they had their their lowriders and the Dukes plaque on their cars, and we always bumped the Dukes click by also because it matches
Dukes
all that.
clique,
It was dope, man. It's a good times, man.
Yeah, this was
so
like
my high school times.
Yeah, it's such
you know
a
what I'm
small
saying?
world, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And it's so I was, and it was. What's crazy even too, man, is that it's kind of sad too, because in the beginning, I don't know if it happened out here or how you guys experienced it, but in the beginning, Chicano rap got a lot of hate.
Oh yeah.
And what was sad was that it was from the same raza.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Chicano rap has always been like people hating on it because like it's cholo rap, gangster rap.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was, But a lot of people relate to it when you grow up on the streets. You know what I mean? You're doing that stuff, and then when that music, when you have the oldies playing in the background, like who was doing that? Nobody. So that's when the gangster rappers were mixing that with the rap, but with the oldies in the background. That was dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
it was like damn, like
it was like the
people
best
relate
of two,
to it. Yeah.
It was the best of two worlds, you know. But I do remember that, like in the beginning, because I remember even some of the homies, like in the beginning, like when like Mr. Capone was coming out, Little Rob was coming out, and then that one Payaso and Deuce Click. There was another. I think what really kind of like set the tone, like where like some like even the same homies like started to like okay, they started kind of accepting it, like being open to it.
Yeah.
And because like I think in the beginning, man, it's the politics game.
Yeah, that's true.
I think the politics game in the beginning just kind of doesn't let us like be rational. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't really let us, instead of like being able to see like, hey, we have someone like us that's you know putting it down
Yeah,
for
yeah,
our
yeah.
people.
Yeah,
You know,
for the
they're
city or
bringing out
whatever.
music.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we're looking at more like you know what I mean? Like you know, forget this, or they're from this city,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
this
yeah,
or that. So I think in the beginning, like we couldn't see past that.
No, yeah.
You know?
And it's crazy though, because like every Chicano rapper, like there is always a rapper from a neighborhood. So pretty much they were representing their neighborhood and their
Right.
city. So that's why a lot of like rap, a lot of gangsters, they want to do rap and represent where they're from and their city. And
Right.
I think it's pretty much like, I think there's like, it was like gangbanging at the same time.
Yeah,
But doing the music,
yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And people like from their city and their homies, they were bump it, and it just,
Right.
it got around. Like from all different LAIE, OC, like everywhere. We're just
Yeah.
different rappers from all over and just
Yeah.
putting it down for their city. And I think it was dope.
Yeah, no,
I liked it.
yeah,
you know?
no, it came and it did. Like it,
Yeah.
it did its thing. It came around.
Yeah.
I think like the ones that really, I don't even know what the name of but I'll probably, like, I still kind of remember. But the one that really like, man, it was almost on every single moment we would play it. We would play it a lot. Was the how does it go? It was like steady stepping like a fusureño thug. Gray and blue, steady stepping. Remember that one?
I think I remember. Yeah.
Who sings that one? Khalifa Thugs. Thugs,
yeah,
Thugs,
Low Pro
Thugs,
from San
Thugs.
Diego.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I know that.
Oh, bro, like, bro,
Mr. Sancho, Silencer, and all them. Yeah. Khalifa
So,
Thugs.
So they kind of brought a different twist.
Yeah.
And then
They were from San Diego.
right.
Yeah, they're from
right?
San Diego.
Night
Shout out to
Owl.
Royalty. Yeah.
All those
Night
guys.
Out, he passed away too. Night Out.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, dang. See, I didn't.
Yeah.
I've been out. See, like, I right. Honestly, bro, like we're interviewing, but honestly, we're conversating,
No,
bro.
yeah.
Because honestly, bro, like,
And I know that I've been in the game
Yeah.
for 18 years, so
Yeah.
I know everything.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people. I know
Yeah.
everybody. So, like, especially like the OGs and who started, like, you know,
Yeah.
Chicano Rap. Like, man, I consider myself like an OG in the Chicano Rap because
Yeah.
I've been doing this since I was 18 years old. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? A lot of the probably new kids, they probably won't like know me, but if
Right.
you go back and you do your homework, like, oh damn, this guy's been doing it for a long time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I went in and I started like, you know, looking at your videos and I was like, oh dang, I saw some from like 2006.
Yeah, it's on
7. And I was like, oh man,
that was when I was with signed with Mr. Capone with High Power.
Okay,
I was
okay.
with High Power for like 12 years.
That's his label.
That's his label.
High Power Records.
High Power Records.
High Power
yeah.
Records. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I remember, with Capone, man. So we so little by little, man, we started like the playlist. The playlist started to change.
Everybody
like,
started listening. Everybody loved that kind of music back then. That was like you know what I mean? That was the best.
Yeah.
I was trying to cuss
Oh, no, hey, if it could,
I'm doing good though because I haven't.
Oh
you
no,
know?
no. But even if it does, bro, like
but
don't trip, man.
I'm trying
Don't
because like I gotta, I gotta practice.
trip. So, but yeah, man. That was.
That's a good times, bro, man. It's a good times.
Yeah. I remember we
good
used
times.
to. That was the thing, bro.
Hey, do you remember the little Swami right here on East Street where they used to have little concerts? Right
East
there?
Street?
Yeah, right here on East Street. They used to have a little Swami, but now it's like I don't know, it's like a something now. Across the street from the 99-cent store. There used to be a Swami, right, indoor Swami, and the guy from there used to do like little shows like once a month for Chicano Rap.
Is it it's a
think it was-
warehouse shoe sale now?
No, it was across the street from the 99. It's like a little business. It's like a little for the city now.
Oh,
Yeah, right there they used to have a little
yeah.
indoor. I forgot what it was called, California, or I don't forget what name, but
Yeah.
but right there they used to have a little Swami, and the guy they had like a little city shop in there, and he always throw like shows. So it was
okay.
pretty dope.
So it was always kind of like the open mic type.
Like for all the
okay.
Chicano rappers, you know, trying to do
Yeah.
their thing. It was pretty dope.
Yeah, no, that was.
I miss
that-
those days, man.
Yeah,
yeah.
No, that when it was, I was even telling you earlier. Like I remember we used to throw the beats on too. We had a few homies that would freestyle, and I remember we would like get to freestyling.
Yeah.
So it really did inspire. It did inspire because like back then, you know, it was you just had like the hip hop, the East Coast, West Coast rap, and which is great. You know what I mean? Like they really opened up the door for a lot. But once Chicano Rap came in, I think that really opened up even for a lot of people that were were in that culture. That was like, oh snap, like I could do it.
We
too.
could do it too. Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah.
So what was one of the first? Do you remember like the first song that you wrote?
I remember 3 of them. One was called "Dedicated to You," it was like a love song.
Okay.
And then I did Southside Way, and then The other one was called F My Enemies, something like that.
Oh, okay.
That was, I think
Those were the first three.
Yeah, the first three I wrote in high school. I was like 12th grade.
Are they recorded?
Oh yeah, they're on my first album. It was on my
Okay.
2006 album. It was like I was
Okay.
old. It was like I was like a little. I was 18 years old.
Yeah.
yeah. That was like 3 songs that I remember that I wrote.
Yeah.
But I was like dumb. I was like just writing whatever the dumb stuff. I'm like, damn, what the hell? Now I look at like I go back to it, I'm like, damn, well, I shouldn't say that, you know. But it is what it is. I was a little kid.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like
You learn from it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But and that's the thing, man. That sometimes like, I don't know if you agree with this, but sometimes we evolve.
Oh yeah.
Like
for
we
sure.
evolve, we
For
learn,
sure.
we mature.
For
You know what I
sure.
mean? Like, because there's always people that that want to bring back like old stuff.
No,
or
yeah,
maybe
yeah,
they
yeah,
want to,
yeah.
hey, well, why? You know what I mean? But like, I think that's one of the things that a lot of people don't understand is that people evolve. Time evolves.
Oh, of
you know what I
course.
mean? Like
Yeah.
time changes us. Things happen in our life where it's different now. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
the way
yeah.
we think might be different than, you know what I mean? Like 18 years ago.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
of course. Yeah. It's crazy.
So definitely, man. So after you got like once you were 18, you know what I mean? Like you were introduced, you got signed.
I got signed with Capone with High Power. Yeah.
And so how did it go from there, man? Like what?
Man, it was just I was living the dream. Like I never flew. I never like went on tour. I didn't know nothing about that. You know.
Yeah.
So he pretty much like he signed me, and I didn't even have an album yet. I had like 4 or 5 songs that he heard and he liked it, and he wanted to sign me. I was like, cool, hell yeah. I mean, I was in high school. I listened to you in high school. You know, you want to sign me? I'm like, all right, cool.
That's
so
crazy.
I mean, it was a dream come true. I mean, until now, I think him all the time. You know what I mean, like, hey, bro, like if it wasn't for you, bro, like I wouldn't be here.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
dope,
And it's
man.
dope that he hit me up. Like 3 weeks ago, and we just went on 2 weeks.
Yeah,
tour.
you guys were all on tour.
Yeah, we're on
right?
tour. My tour
Yeah.
band, we're out there just having a good time, and yeah, man, it's been.
Hey, so what happened? Something happened like where I don't know if it was like like if a prank or what, but somebody get locked up.
Oh, it was like a little prank that we did. But yeah,
Okay.
Because we.
'Cause I was like, dang, like,
it was
like
a
they
little,
were on tour.
Yeah, it was a
somebody-
little prank, but I mean, it looked real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we gotta entertain people. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
'cause
I
was-
told him, hey,
yeah.
bro, we gotta do funny stuff, bro. Like, it's all not about like being serious and like,
Yeah,
you know, like
yeah,
we gotta
yeah.
do funny stuff because people like to see that. Because me, when
Right.
I post stuff on my stuff, I like to post funny videos and
Yeah.
just funny stuff. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And that's what I like to do. And I told, hey, bro, we gotta do funny videos, bro. And he thought about that one because we pulled up to New Mexico. I forgot what little city we were in. And he posted that we were gonna be at a spot and I mean there was like we pulled up. We seen a lot of cops. Like, oh wow, like what's going on? Like we kind of like looked at each other like, oh, it don't look right. Like, what the all these cop cars right here? What the hell? Like it's not normal, you know? Like, so we drove around. I said, hey, let's just drive around, see if we see something suspicious. Like, hey, you guys got warrants? Like, you guys warrants or
Hey,
something?
bro.
I was like, hey, bro, yeah, it's like one of my homies like, I do food, but it's in Texas, not over here. Like,
Hey, bro.
I was like, so we're all panicking, like, damn. And then like, so my component was like, oh, let's just drive to the front, see like if they say something. Like, so we drove to the front. Hey, what's up? We're waiting for you. Like, component was like, you guys waiting for me? Like, yeah, we seen your post. Like, we can't see you. Or like, oh, okay. So we got off all like, oh, we thought like they were gonna arrest us or like, dang, gonna search us or something. So they were fans. The cops were fans.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
I got
tight,
videos
man.
that I didn't post, but they were like taking pictures with them and
That's
they were
tight.
fans, man.
That's
So I
tight.
was like, damn, showing love and pretty much they were right there with us, chilling with the fans and like just like that was dope, man. It's a good feeling.
That's cool, bro.
I mean, there's good cops out there and bad cops, but I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I like the good cops.
Yeah,
like stuff like
but
that, bro, makes me happy. You know what I mean? Because
Oh,
they support
100,
us.
100%.
You know, even though like we're not, but yeah.
No, yeah, bro, and I think that's so cool, bro, because what you said right now is important. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
First of all, man, like. I laughed right now because it's like, bro, like
It was funny, right?
To this day, it was funny, bro. But then, like, it's to this day, I could still relate to that, bro. Like, even though I've been cool, I've been a good boy for
No, that's
18
good.
years
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, I've been cool. You know what I mean? Like, but to this day, man, if I see cops, if I
Oh,
see,
hell
like,
yeah. That's what-
I get nervous, bro.
Oh,
like,
bro.
I'm like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm with my wife, I'm with my
Yeah,
kids.
you just
like,
never know,
she
you
don't-
know?
I know she don't have any warrants.
She got no
so-
warrants?
So I think she's good. But
Yeah,
like,
but it was funny how we looked at, we seen our homies in the back like,
Yeah,
you guys
yeah,
got warrants?
you got it.
Like, I know
Everybody-
one in Texas, but I don't think it's over here. So like, I think we're good, but
Yeah.
that was funny. We were just laughing like,
Yeah. No,
good times.
funny story too, man. It's like growing up, bro, like I remember when I started to drive,
Mm-hmm.
thankfully, bro, like I never, I only that was different though. But as far as me driving, bro, like even when I was driving without a license and stuff, bro,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I was always careful.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
never got pulled over,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Cause I was always that guy. Like I was that homie. Like, hey, put your seatbelts on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Of
Like
course,
it didn't matter who was in the back. Like, hey, put your seatbelt
Yeah,
on.
because you just never know.
You just never know, man.
Like you can drive good, but the other person,
Yeah.
he might be drunk or you don't know
Yeah, you
watching and
got the
that's
window
it.
down. He's right there
Yeah.
acting a fool, you know,
Yeah.
drawing attention to
Yeah.
himself. Like, so
Yeah.
I would always tell them, like, hey, man, like, windows up, you know what I mean? Seatbelts on,
Yeah, yeah.
like, you know what I mean? And
For
and,
sure.
and so because the same thing, like, we already knew the drill, so we're
No,
like,
yeah.
you know, but that's another cool thing though, bro, that that you just mentioned that I love so much. We can kind of touch on that is how much Chicano culture has evolved though.
Oh yeah.
Like where it's because we talked about it earlier a little bit, and maybe you can kind of touch on it. What are your thoughts as far as like how it's changed, how it's evolved, and the good and the bad?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like for the OGs in the rap game, like Mr. Capone, Criminal, Royalty, like Mr. D, like all the big Chicano rappers that started like from back then. Like we all talk like, damn, bro, it's crazy how we used to do this. We used to like beat up all these people on tour and like all this beef for like no reason, like.
Right.
And now that we're grown up and we see that like, damn, like that's a way. It was a waste of time. Like we could all make money together,
Right.
because there's a lot of money out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think what everybody regrets, like we should have been working all together instead of like beefing it for like dumb stuff and
Right.
and just make money together. You know what I mean? Probably wouldn't make more money, but now like the new youngsters coming up, like they working with everybody now. So that we like to see that now. Everybody's working with everybody. And it was not like back in the day, like everybody used to be just to themselves, to their own crew, and sometimes we'll beef it with people, or people like, you know, like, yeah, it was crazy, you know. But now, like we told, like me and Capone were talking, and the homies like, damn, bro, like we've been doing this for so long, and remember this, remember that, and now like we're all grown up, I mean, they have kids, and like, damn, bro, like I don't see like that. We just out here trying to do positive stuff now, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man. That's beautiful.
It's good to be do positive stuff, you know what I mean? And I remember 2 years ago, a year ago, I did a toy drive right here in San Bernardino because I wanted to give back to my city. So man, we gave out so many toys, man. Like I was just to see the kids' faces, man. That made my day. Yeah. And I never did something like that because I'm like, damn shit. If I ever do a toy drive or something, like, will people come?
Yeah.
And you know what, man? There was like more than 100 people that came.
That's dope.
I was like,
that's
man,
dope,
like that was dope.
Yeah.
Like I never did that, and just that feeling, like to see all the kids come, and like, that was dope, man. Like that shit, like, man, I gotta do something like that again, you know?
Yeah, no, especially, I mean, here in San Bernardino, bro, like there's so much need.
Oh yeah,
you know,
for
there's so much need here in this city. And you know, when people open their arms and their hearts up with like that type of generosity, bro, like people just, you know, we recently did Christmas we did every time we do toy drives here too, man. We always bring out like we pack this place out, man.
Oh wow, that's
it packs out, bro, here inside out. It's such a beautiful thing, man.
Oh yeah,
such
just
a
to see
beautiful
the kids, bro. Just their faces excited to get a toy, man.
Their excitement,
yeah. Because over here in San Bernardino, man, I mean, a lot of people don't have that money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's hard.
It's hard. It's hard. You know what I mean? When I tell people, oh yeah, I stay in San Bernardino, like, well, are you from San Bernardino? They're like, I mean, I'm proud of it because this is home to me.
Yeah.
But like other people like from LA or like, oh wow, you stay in San Bernardino? Like that's ghetto.
Yeah.
Like, hey, this is home to me. Like
it's home, man.
It's home to me. Like
yeah.
Yeah, maybe because you're not from around here, but I know everybody sound good.
Yeah. And I mean, honestly, like there's so many cities that at the end of when you really get to the how do you say to the deep of the city?
Oh yeah, of course.
A lot of the cities are the same, bro.
Yes, that's what I
like you go to LA, bro. You got
the good side, you got the bad side. You go to Orange County, you got the good side, the bad side. It's everywhere.
Bro.
It's everywhere. But they just say because I mean, San Bernardino has like the most murder.
Has a rep.
Yes, yeah. It's true.
And it's true.
It's true.
It's
you know
true.
what I mean? San Bernardino's crazy.
But we need to bring more positivity to the city. You know what I mean? And so, and I think the only way that we're going to be able to do that is, like you said, is by spreading positivity.
Oh yes. You know what's crazy? That right now that you said that, I have a song. It's called San Bernardino Roll Call. So pretty much on that song, it's not out yet because it's gonna be on my next new album.
Okay.
I got a lot of homies from different neighborhoods from the West Side all together. So what I was trying to do, I was trying to get all the hoods from San Bernardino to like be in one song and pretty much just like be cool. But well, I mean, I had to just just stick to like one side, but like I got all the clicks
Yeah.
to do one song and to all like meet each other and like be cool. And that
Yeah.
right there, like, I mean, I did something positive.
That's
right there.
huge, bro.
You know what I'm saying? That's big.
Huge.
I mean, I wish I can do these other hoods, but right now, like, they're going at it. So it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, but I'm trying. You know what I mean? Trying to be everybody cool. Because to me, I get along with everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't pick a side. Like, everybody knows that I don't pick a side. I'm cool with this side. I'm cool with that side. I'm cool with that side. Like, that's me.
Right,
And everybody
right.
knows me like that. Oh,
Yeah.
Lil G, he's cool with everybody. Like,
Right.
you don't pick a side. You know what I mean? So everybody knows that. So
Yeah.
that's a good thing about me. Like, there's a lot of other rappers from San Bernardino that they can't do that. And they
Yeah.
just stick to one side. And me, I can go everywhere and I'm good.
Yeah. And
Because I was doing it for a long time and I'm always doing positive stuff. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And they see that.
yeah, you're on your grind and you're
Yeah,
on,
yeah, yeah.
And that's how we should be, man. Because that's what I'm saying. Like back then, kind of like going back to like the revolution of like Chicano culture. I think that was the biggest thing was that back then, like everybody was caught up with the hood thing.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
everybody was caught up with the politics, with the
Yeah.
hood thing, you know, and we weren't seeing the bigger picture,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
was like, man, you know what? We can turn this into something positive.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's kind of like how, you know, when you look at like rappers like Ice Cube, you know what I mean? You look at rappers like Dr. Dre,
Mm-hmm.
Snoop Dogg, you know what I mean? Like you see how they've what they've done to
Yes.
this day.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's because like if you really like, you know, see their interviews, you see them, it's like they had to put the hood to the
Oh,
side.
they got to.
They
Yeah,
had
yeah.
to not so much forget about the hood, but
Yeah,
they had
yeah.
to put that way, that lifestyle, those
Yeah.
politics. They had to put it to the side, and they had to look at the bigger picture, which is, man, there's money to
There's
be made.
money if you click up together and
If we
do
could-
music
exactly,
together.
if
Like
we-
you don't have to hang out like all the time, be all best friends, and just
Yeah.
business wise, and you know, like hi here and there. You know what I mean? Like that's already enough.
Yeah,
right
yeah.
There, you know what I mean? That's already good.
Being able to like, or even like if you don't get along with someone, like it's okay, but like being respectful
Yeah,
enough
show
to
respect and you get respect.
be like,
you know
all
what I'm
right, cool, man. Like, you know,
Yeah,
we don't
yeah.
have to be in the same room together.
yeah, yeah.
You know, we don't have to be BFFs. You know what I mean? Like, but we could still show each
saying?
other
Show you
respect.
respect and you, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no. So that's one of the things that definitely, you know, through the revolution of everything, man. Like that's one of the highlights that I definitely love to see is, I love to see, bro, like how Chicano culture has been so embraced,
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
to this day. Like
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? Like it's really cool to see that, bro. Like you know because. Again, growing up, bro, like I don't know how your parents were, but my parents, bro, like they were like, no. You know what I mean? Like, no te me vas a vestir
Yeah,
así.
yeah.
Like, you're not gonna dress
Man,
like that. You're not gonna, like, you know, we could, like, our haircuts had to be, you know,
exactly. I remember the first time I come. Oh man, you know it's crazy. I have a story, a funny story, but it's crazy. Like I got my ears pierced, right? When
okay,
I graduated. Well, not graduated. When my prom.
okay.
I graduated. I pierced my ears. Man, my parents so strict. They kicked me out.
Yeah.
They kicked me out for just piercing my ears.
Yeah.
Until now, like I take them off when I see them because that's how I respect.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay,
They're like
okay.
really old school.
They're old school, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So because they be like talking too much. Like,
Yeah.
all right, then I'll take them off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Out of respect, you know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, my parents were the same. I remember the first pair of, I don't remember if they were Dickies or Ben Davis.
Oh, okay.
I remember
probably Ben Davis because my mom, when I was wearing Ben Davis in high school, like, oh, you're not gonna wear that, that's for cholos. Da, da, da.
Yeah. But it was one of those, and I remember it was a store. It wasn't the indoor swap meet. It was a different store.
Oh, yeah.
It was like next to the indoor swap meet, and
Okay.
what they did
what
was
indoor
like,
saw me?
this was in Vegas.
Oh, okay, Vegas. Okay.
It was the one, the big one. Man, what was it called? I don't even remember what it was called. It's not there
like
anymore.
like an indoor or like an outdoor?
It was indoor.
Oh, okay.
But
okay.
Mariana's meat market out in Vegas, they took
Okay.
over.
Oh,
They
okay.
I think they
They
bought that
they bought
whole
the
thing.
okay.
And but anyways, back then, like there was an indoor swap meet, and then right next door they had a store, and it was just dedicated to like Chicano clothes.
Oh, okay,
Like
that's
the what do they call them? The Charlie Browns.
The solos, remember the solos?
The solos, yeah, they
Man,
had the
I used to
solos
have every
first.
color on the
Yeah,
solos.
my brother
High
too.
school.
My brother was like, he was huge on
Me
solos,
too.
bro.
Solos was like the
solos,
man,
bro.
I had solos.
The remember the dark green,
I had
solos.
the brown. I had every color. The pana one. I had
Yeah.
all those, bro.
So
the white one too. I'm like, I had
The
all
white
those.
ones, yeah.
Yeah,
That was I think that was one of my first
Yeah,
pairs,
the
bro.
white
The
ones.
white
The white
ones.
ones? Yeah.
I burned it, bro. I spilled the I was trying to spray the, trying to make the crease.
Yeah.
And I remember se me quebró. And the thing just like chorreó. And me like being a dummy, like I was probably like my son's age or younger.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I'll clean it with the iron.
Yeah.
So I put the iron on top of it, burned a hole straight through it, bro. But anyways, but that store, bro, that's all they sold. They just sold things. And then what they would do is that whatever pair of pants you would buy, they would iron them for you.
Oh, wow.
They would crease them up.
Damn,
nice, bro.
that's dope.
Like nice. They had this big old plancha. Dope,
they're
bro.
ready to go.
Yeah, and I remember fresh pair, bro. Fresh pair. I wore them once to school. I came back. We had a bag. We put them in the bag and we hid them.
Yeah.
And my mom, bro, like for some reason, she was home that day, and she's like, hey, I heard a bag.
Yeah.
Like, what do you guys have? And I'm like, what? Like, you heard a bag? Like, are you like, you know what I'm saying? Like, are you serious? And we're like, nothing. And she's like, okay. We left the room. We went outside. When we came back, bro, my mom found the bag. And she cut up our pants, bro.
Damn.
All into little pieces, bro.
How much were they back then? Like $20, I think.
Bro, like,
I think
that was
solo
expensive. But $20 back then?
Yeah, it was a lot. But now it's like nothing. $20 nothing.
Yeah, $20. No,
they're like $40, $60 now for a pair of pants now.
And then now that and that's what I'm saying, now that the culture is coming back,
yes.
a lot of people.
The Charlie Rolls, all the Ben Davis, all that, everything's coming back.
Like the Nike Cortezes, bro. The Nike Cortezes,
they're expensive now.
They were $20. I remember.
I seen at the Swami the other day. They're like 120.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn.
Bro, I was like.
Because people buying them.
Because people are buying them. They're coming back. And they're coming back with different designs, different. And so that's, to me, like, honestly, like, growing up and seeing the negative, you know what I mean? And even at, even with my life changing and everything.
Yeah.
But seeing that, bro, like, it makes me happy.
No, yeah,
like, it makes me
back.
happy because there was, when you grow up in that lifestyle, and I don't know if you can kind of agree with this, when you grow up in that lifestyle, it's not all bad.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying that everything, that I did, when I was growing up in that life, that I did was perfect. Like, I know I did a lot of wrong in my life, but you do see a lot of good.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you see, like the love that friends are able to show, unity that's able to create, the environment, the love, the you know what I'm saying? Like, I had homies that would, genuinely look out for you. You know what I mean? Like they would show you love. They looked out for you. There was the parents, from those friends that would also look out for you. So it was a community. At the end of the day, I saw it as a community. And so, but at that time, like, it really was demonized. Like, it really was like, no. Like, especially a lot of our parents that didn't come from that life or didn't know about it. And I get it. Like, they want the best for their kids.
Yeah, of course,
they don't want, they see everything. We're kids, so we just see what's in front of us.
What's in front of us.
But they would see everything. They would see the robberies, the shootings, the murders, the killings, the people getting arrested. And they're like, so I get it. But at the end of the day, like, you would see the good. And so, and that's what kind of makes me happy, was that, like, it's like, okay, yeah, because you know what? People are starting to see that there was some ugly, there was some bad, but at the same time, like, it was a community.
Yeah.
It was a culture.
For sure.
Yeah.
And
so it's cool to be able to see people, like, kind of picking that up again.
Man, you see everybody, all the youngsters, they're dressing like that. I'm like, damn, like, I remember I used to dress like that in high school. Like, man, that's dope. Because I remember, like, after the high school, now, like, everybody, like, we used to talk about it. Like, oh, you're dressing like the old cholos. And now, like, all that, you see everybody dressing like that now.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure Ben Davis and Ebby County, we're going crazy with the styles, with all that.
Oh,
they're making different designs. And, like, man, they came back.
Yeah.
They came back. It's dope.
It's crazy. It's even like, you even see it out in, like, other countries.
Oh, yeah.
You see
Japan, everywhere. New Mexico, Arizona, like, everybody's dressing like that. It came back to everywhere. So it's dope.
And what's crazy is that they're not out there gangbanging.
Nah, it's just
they're the style.
Yes.
And you see, and those dudes got money.
Yeah. And they just love that. They love the look. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes, like, you do got to be careful, like, where you go, because remember, like, that, that it causes attention. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you're, like, in the wrong area and you don't know, you're not around that area, you might get hit up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the clothing, you know what I mean? Just the way you're dressing. You could probably go to a car show and then, like, you go eat somewhere and then, like, you're in a neighborhood and, hey, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
You're not from around there. They probably hit you up because the way you dress.
Yeah, and I think it is, and I think it is becoming kind of. I don't know if it's the wrong way to put it. You know, hopefully nobody takes it wrong, but it's kind of becoming like that weekend vibe for people. Like you said, like where the weekend there's a car show coming up.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So people that might have grown up in that, you know what I mean, or there's a festival or a tamale festival or something, and you know, people that kind of grew up in that culture. You know, they bring out their back in the day best, you know, they bring out their creased up Ben Davises, they bring out their Cortezes.
All the OGs, you know, like, and then they see all these people like they don't put in the work and nothing like that, and just dressing the look.
Right? Yeah. So there is always
there's
always
always
gonna be that.
Yeah, it's always gonna be that.
Yeah. But it's cool to see.
No,
man.
it's cool that it came back. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
And then social media, like
I think
helped a lot.
Yes, to promote and you know, just to bring that look. People taking photos with that clothing. And, I want to. That's a cute shirt. Or that's a badass shirt.
Yeah.
You know. So they want to go buy it.
They want it.
Yeah.
Because like even like what's that? It's that one big Fool's Gone Wild.
Oh, Fool's Gone Wild. Yeah.
They blew up Chicano Culture.
Yeah.
Bro.
I remember they put one of my videos, like a funny video, and like a long time ago, probably a couple years. Like, oh damn, Fool's Gone Wild. That's just funny.
They're like, bro, they got no mercy, bro.
Yeah,
they're like, but it's funny.
No, it's funny. Yeah.
It's comedy,
it's
bro.
Funny,
like, you know, I remember the first time they started to come out, bro, and you know, and the first ones that they would come out with the most were the like the tweakers.
Yeah, the tweakers.
Like the tweaker videos.
Yeah, and they started doing all this different
Where is
stuff.
this fool going? Warning.
Yeah.
It was like, bro, like as soon as I would hear that, I would start busting out, bro. And then they're like they're the way they narrate the story.
And they edit them too sometimes, and they're making like this funny stuff. It's funny.
So that's cool, man. That's cool. So let me ask you, like, as far as like when so I know when you started when you were 18, you started in the rap game and everything. Mm-hmm. You got put on with Mr. Capone. You got signed into your label and everything. Mm-hmm. In that, I know that was kind of like that was like the, like, how do you say, man? It's the word I'm looking for. That was like the start of the era, like, but you were like in the mix, like you were in like that's when it was like Chicano rap was really blowing up.
And I was with the top Chicano rapper.
Right,
that was
right.
like Capone, like he was like the top Chicano rapper. So for that, I was blessed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I was planning just to pull out my own CD myself, and for him to like want to sign me, like he probably saw something in me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
So when that happened though, like did because now with time though, like I know things have happened. You know what I mean? Like times have changed and everything.
Yes.
Did were there anything that you started to kind of like worry about when things did start to change, like the culture started to change and stuff like that?
Nah, well, I was with High Power for like 12 years.
Okay.
Since I was 18, I was with High Power for 12 years, and then I decided to do my own thing like 4 years ago. So I got my own label now. It's called Different Steel Entertainment.
Okay.
So I'm doing that now. I mean, I thank him for like helping me with everything with the music business and showing me the hustle and everything. And pretty much like I want to be my own boss, you know, because he was my boss. So, but I want to be my own boss and start my own thing and get my crew, you know. So that's what like I did, and I got blessed. I mean, like, and then with the clothing line too, I got a clothing line, and that did pretty good for me too. I mean, I never thought my clothing line was gonna be good, and I did that too. So I've been blessed, bro. I've been blessed.
Yeah. So it sounds like you really had to evolve with how things were going, right?
I got to put in my work.
You had to innovate.
Yes, put in my work and get my name out there and go out there and do all the shows and car shows. Like even I remember back in the days, I used to hustle CDs out of my trunk. I used to go to Walmart. I used to go to Swami and just post up in the front and just open my trunk and my CDs just hitting up people. Hey, you want to check out my music? Like. I did that for years, man, just to like get my stuff out there. You know
how was that, man? How was that hustle? How was that grind?
Man, it was now, man, it's easy to be a rapper. You could just post a video and you're back then we didn't have social media, we didn't have IG, we didn't have nothing. I think just YouTube. So that's the only thing you can post your stuff, but we didn't have no social media to promote where we're gonna be at or none of that. Now it's easy, but back then it was hard. We had to go out there and hustle, get our name out there. Yeah. That's why I tell man, like if there was no social media, a lot of rappers want to survive. Right. Because a lot of people don't know about like to get out there and hustle. They're lazy. Like you had to go out there and let people know who you are and sell your CDs, pass out your posters, your flyers. Like that was back in the day. That's what everybody used to do.
Yeah.
And now it's like, man, it's easy.
And is that something that you see, like, is that like something, a message you want to kind of send out to the newer generation, man? Like, don't forget that hustle.
Oh yeah, don't forget you gotta invest in your money. You gotta invest in yourself. You know, so that's why I tell you. But you gotta invest in yourself. If you want to be a rapper, it costs money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not free. Like, studio time.
Yeah.
And all that, it costs money. So you gotta invest in yourself. If you really serious about it, like, you gotta invest in yourself and you gotta put in work. You know, so you can't depend on your friend or anybody. I mean, now you don't need a label. You can do everything yourself now. You got Just for Kids. They got everything. You can do everything on yourself now.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's easy now. It's way easy, but you got to take it serious if you really want to be an artist.
Yeah.
You know? And it takes a lot of money, time, and it's hard. It's not easy. You know what I mean? Like, I invested so much money and I'm still here doing my thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
But I bet the value of it, the way you see it, the way you treat it is way different though.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, of course.
Because you saw the grind. You were
the grind, and then just to see your fans. And when I go super far away and people have my CDs, like, wow, like, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? I was like, that motivates me to like keep going. You know what I'm saying?
That gotta be a great.
Yeah, and then
feeling,
people
man.
still buying my stuff. Like, man, I'll keep going. You know what I mean?
Love. That's love, man.
You know what I mean?
That's
like,
love from the fans, man.
Yeah.
And because and that's why I asked that, because I think that that's one of the things that a lot of people nowadays like don't understand. A lot of the things that you guys had to go through was because back then, like, even to like print the CDs, to like it was
all that costs money,
bro.
yeah, all that costs money.
And
printing,
the studio time back then was like
mastering, posters, everything costs money.
Yeah,
everything.
like I know a friend of mine. He used to tell me he's a Christian rapper, and I remember he was telling me the other day. He's like, man, when I made my first CD, he's like, you want to know how much I spent on it? Because he did everything himself. With studio time and everything. He said that it was like about $15,000 like to print the CDs, to do it. Yeah. And
studio time, artwork, man. So much stuff that people don't see, you know what I'm saying? And it costs money.
Yeah, and that's why that's why I think we need to bring these conversations out, these interviews out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To really give honor and give respect to like where it's due. You know what I mean? You guys did open up a door, you know what I mean? Like where, you guys hit a niche that nobody was hitting. Everyone was hitting it with of course you had the East Coast, West Coast rappers, Tupac, you know what I mean? And we're grateful for all that. But at that time, like nobody else was truly, representing like the Chicano culture the way, you know what I mean? And so to be able to do that, like, I think we need to highlight these type of stories. We need to highlight these type of interviews to show that, the new generation, be like, hey man, like all this music, like, even if you don't like it, you know what I mean? Like we still have to be able to show respect.
And support too.
And support.
Because a lot of people, like, they don't support you. Sometimes they be hating low key. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And only because you're doing something right, you're trying to do something positive.
Yeah.
You know? But I mean, it's part of the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think do you think that kind of has to do with like sometimes, kind of like that street mentality?
Well,
like,
that too, but I can tell you a lot of stories about me. Like friends switching up on me, people that I grew up like from elementary, like switch up on me over this music stuff. And sometimes, like when you're doing like good and you're getting all the attention, you're driving nice cars, like you get the hate. You know what I'm saying? So I lost a lot of friends over this music. But the good thing, I saw who's my real friends, who's still here with me. And that's how you know who's really supporting you and who's your real friends. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because I had friends for a couple of years and they still shop on me over this music because I'm doing good and I'm doing big things or whatever. I'm driving nice cars. But that's because I'm putting my work, I'm working hard and I'm following my dreams. I mean, anybody can do it too, you know what I mean? Yeah. But I mean, I just want to all you young rappers, like, remember that in this music, there's always gonna be haters. Yeah, and it's sad, but that's how it is. You're gonna lose a lot of friends that you think they're friends and they're not really friends. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because they see that you're getting the attention, you're getting the girls, you're driving nice cars, and then that's when they low-key start hating on you and talking about you. Right. And and that's what's always sad to see, man. And I think that's what I think that's what stops a lot of people too, because sometimes you want all the love, but you don't want the repercussions that come with it, or you want the change, and you don't want the repercussions that come with it. You know what I mean? And the thing is that we can't evolve, we can't change with the same mentality, and that's why I brought that up. I'm like, do you think it's because I at a certain point I think it is due to
sometimes that street mentality
yeah,
is that like, you always want people to be at your level.
Yes,
like you
yes.
always want people to come down to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And there's a lot of people, in the hood like that, that no, you got to come down to me,
No,
little
yeah,
homie,
yeah.
or you got to come
Yeah.
down to me, or you got to, no, you got to come and show respect or pay homage to me.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you ain't nobody or this or
Yeah,
that. Like
yeah.
they want to belittle you. And it's kind of like, nah, man, like we should be showing love.
Yeah,
like,
showing
man,
love.
you're doing better than me, bro.
Yeah.
Like, heck
Hell
yeah, bro.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, yeah.
you're doing positive, bro. You're staying out of jail. You're staying out of
Sure.
prison.
You're working.
You know what I mean? Like,
you're down for the city. Like,
exactly, bro. It's
Yeah,
like, heck
yeah.
yeah, more power to you.
Yeah, yeah.
But sadly, sometimes, man, like, and it's sometimes you receive the opposite.
Yeah, yeah.
Because like you said, man, with success, with
Yes.
with change, with progress.
People change.
People change, you know what I mean?
change.
And
People change.
Yeah.
It's,
And
it's crazy. It's crazy. I lost a lot of friends over this music.
Yeah.
But it's cool. Ain't tripping.
Yeah.
I'm still blessed.
Yeah.
God is good and I'm doing good. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's all that matters to me.
Exactly.
I mean, I
Yeah.
believe in God and God always has my back. As long as
100.
God is by my side, I don't care about nothing else.
100%, bro. 100%. Yeah, that was one of the for me that was one of the hardest things too, bro. Like to like when I decided to change my life, when I knew that it was time. I knew that it was time, bro. And I was like, have you ever been busted? You ever been busted? Okay,
never been
that's
in
good,
jail.
good.
I never want to.
Yeah.
It's a waste of time for me.
It's heck yeah, bro. It is.
I'm
bro.
just too busy.
It's
Like
time
I
wasted.
work. I'm in the music. I'm just too
Yeah.
busy. I don't have time for that.
Yeah, no, that's.
I'm just. I mean, I was hanging out with girls.
I
That's
applaud
just
you,
me.
bro. No, that's good, man. But
Gets me out of trouble.
yeah, no, that's awesome, bro. Because that one of the last times, bro, when I was 18 years. I was finally 18, and one of the last times I hit the county jail, out there in Vegas, and that was like my eye opener right there, bro. I said, you know what? Because I literally, bro, like at first you wear like a badge of honor. Like you go. I went through the juvenile system. And you kind of carry it like you know what I mean? Like, hey, I did my time. I did my dirt. I did my time. You know what I mean? Like. But I remember that time, bro, like just walking in and remember them giving me my jumpsuit, you know what I mean, giving me my huaraches and all that. And I remember just like they put us in a cot area first. Before they put us in a room. And I remember just looking around and I'm like, bro, like, is this really my future? You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's all I saw. I just saw like all the homies right there. They were all just chilling right there. I saw a group of all these other people over here. And then I'm like, man, is this really what I'm gonna like? Is this, because from the age of 16, bro, like all the way to 18, like it was just a revolving door, cycle. And so that's when I finally, and in the beginning, bro, like it was hard because I had that mentality where like I don't want to lose my friends.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? Like, you grew up with a lot of these cats. And and you went through good times, bad times together. You went through hunger together.
Yeah.
You went through struggle together. You went through a lot with these people. One of the hardest things is letting go. But I remember when I was like, you know what? No, I have to do this, and I can't do it for them. I got to do it for me.
Yeah, for sure.
I got to do it. I have to make this change. And along the way, like I out of all the homies that I had, bro, like I think I only keep in touch with like maybe 2 of them, bro.
Okay.
At the most, like, you know what I mean? And it's not because I'm better, you know what I mean? It's not because like, I think I'm better, but it's just because, like the life that I chose to live is different now, you know what I mean? And the life that they decided to keep living,
it's not you.
It wasn't me anymore. And sadly, a lot of them are, they're not here with us anymore, you know what I mean? And it breaks my heart, bro, but at the end of the day, like, we can't do anything for others that they're not willing to do for themselves.
Like me, like I always tell my homies, like, hey, bro, like stay out. I mean, try to focus on music, like try to do positive. I always tell him, even my homie right here, Cara, I always tell him, he's always in and out, and I always tell him, hey, bro, like you gotta start like doing positive now. You got kids, stick to the music, bro. You know what I mean? Like even in my other homies, I tell him, like I always tell them, like stay positive. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at me, bro. Like you could do the same thing too. We could get money together, and but I mean, I only can say once, and you gotta like, you know what I mean?
You have to.
But I always try to like let them know, hey, bro, like you got, come on, bro, you're getting older now, like do some positive,
No, man, and you have to, man. Like I'm grateful too. Like I'm grateful that I was able to open my eyes at such a young age, because for a lot of, like I said, a lot of my friends, they're not here anymore. You know what I mean? Or they're doing years. You know what I mean? Or they might not see they might not see freedom for a very, very long time. You know what I mean? And, and they're always in my thoughts. They're always in my prayers. You know what I mean? But you know, that's what makes me so happy though. Like with hearing stories like yours. You know what I mean? Like because it's like, yeah, man. Like, you know, you doesn't matter where you come from. You know, it doesn't matter where you've been. You know what I mean? What matters is the decisions you make today for tomorrow.
Yes.
You know. You know. So and kind of going back to so when you started you were 12 years, right? With
high power.
High power.
Yeah.
And in those 12 years, man, like what were I know we kind of talked a little bit, but what are some of the biggest things that your takeaways from that time?
Man, just meeting a lot of like big artists, you know what I'm saying? Meeting a lot of big artists and just traveling all over the world, just different places I never thought I would be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just that lifestyle was dope. And I had fun, and I mean I'm still doing it, but I'm saying just for me being that young, for me to be doing that, like everybody would have been love to do that. You know what I'm saying? So like I got lucky, I got blessed, and I mean the Capone, he's the one that taught me all the music business, how to do this and that, and it was a blessing, bro. It was a blessing.
So he really taught you the ins and outs of the business side, right?
The business. That's how I learned about the business.
Because I think that's what a lot of people slip up on, right? Is
like no guidings, like nobody tells you like how to do it, because sometimes people don't want to tell nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
But he taught me. So yeah.
Talk about that too, bro. What's the difference? What's the difference between being an artist or entertainer and being your own brand or your business?
Okay. Man, I don't know. That's a good question. Tight shoes, man. I don't know. Tight shoes. I got stuck on that one. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just stick to the music and just do positive, bro. That's just pretty much, and whatever I was doing, that's what I was doing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
well, because I asked that because like, and it's okay, man. Like I wasn't trying to get you like, you know what I mean? Like, no, but that's cool. Cause like, I want to talk about that. Cause I think that's important, because when I see you and like I said, I saw your van, you know what I mean? I've been following you on social media for a while. That's what I see the difference about you. Even right now talking to you, that's what I see. I see that you're about your brand. You're not so much about the artist entertaining side. You're you know, that's who you are. But you're about your brand. Like you're about the business side of it.
Yeah, the business. And you know what? That's a good question too. Since I was with High Power, like I was like a soldier, you know, when I was with High Power. I was like putting in my work for that. But now that I learned everything, I became a boss. I became my own boss. I know how to like, how can I say, like to let my artists, this is how you do it. I mean, it's pretty much like how Capone teach me. Yeah. I was teaching my artists, and I became my own boss and my own crew, and pretty much whatever they taught me over here, I'm doing it over here, but with my crew and my name. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no,
like,
yeah.
I was trying to stick a little bit.
No, that's cool. That's cool, man. Because I you know, and I wanted to decipher that. I wanted to break that down, because like that's super huge for people that and I think there's a bigger awareness nowadays, like a lot bigger than before. Like back then, I think a lot of people did fall into the trap that, man, I'm just a soldier. I'm just a soldier for this label. Like I'm gonna put in work for this. You know, like we can even say like even Tupac kind of fell into that a little bit. Like even though like he was about, you know, poetic justice, and he was all about the acting and movies, and he was all about revolutionizing. But you can even kind of see how he was kind of like influenced into like how Death Row was.
Death Row.
Like he kind of fell into that like Suge Knight mentality, you know what I mean? Like where, and I don't know how true it is, you know what I mean? Like I think only him and God know at the end of the day how true it is, because you hear interviews afterwards how like how he wanted to get out, how he wanted to do his own thing. I
heard about that.
How he was losing himself. And I think that's the biggest difference, is that like some people like back in the days, especially like they would, even Snoop Dogg talks about it, you know, kind of someone that's more living, Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, like they kind of knew like, yo, like, am I just going to be a soldier for this label?
Oh, I want to be the main guy and try to
be the main guy.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I was trying to. That's what I want to be like. Like I want to be the guy now, you know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? To help out my people too, for my city. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because when I was over there, I mean, I was just a soldier and I was like the rapper, but like I want to be like the main guy and and to hop out my people now from my city, bring out homies from my city and just hop out homies out, you know what I'm saying? And like pretty much what he did, I'm doing it, you know what I'm saying?
100.
But with my name, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's what's up, and that's what's part of being like your own brand, you know what I mean? Like that's what's dope about it, is because like you're looking out for the overall picture, like your overall vision, your overall dream, your overall goal, which is, you know what I mean? Like, I want to make it as an artist, but I know that as an artist, because you never know, bro, this, he might blow up. You know, your artist might blow up. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm sure you could relate to it. Like, I think true success, bro, like for me, everyone has their own definition, but one of the definitions for me, success is when the people you care about, the people you love, the people you're in it with, succeed.
Oh, for sure.
You can have success, but when people that are following you, people that are with you, people that when they have success, I think that's an even greater feeling.
For sure.
So, because I'm sure Mr. Capone, like he probably sees you.
Oh yeah, he sees me doing it. When we went on tours, hey bro, we should do like a different stilo and high power together now. Because like he sees what I'm doing, he sees my hustle, my grind. I'm always out there, and so I mean he sees it. You know what I mean? But I mean I told him, hey bro, thanks to you, I'm who I am right now, bro, and I thank you. I will always thank you for that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So he knows. He knows. I mean, me and him, we do good.
That's that.
I think he missed me a little bit.
No, that's cool, bro. Like being,
but I mean, he understands that I want to be my own boss and do my own thing. I mean, I want to own my music. I want to pretty much like everything on the business stuff, because I did 4 albums with him and he owns all that. You know what I mean?
So he has all the rights.
He has all that. So now I gotta own some of my stuff. So that's when I started with my thing. I want to own all my music and everything. So. So I mean, I was kind of being smarter now. You know what I'm saying?
So
because you get older, older. Like I did all that when I was young, and now like I'm okay. Future wise, I gotta So that's what I did.
And that's one of the things that like I'll admit, and I have a lot of respect for like a lot of the younger cats. Nowadays, a lot of people criticize a lot of the newer artists, but honestly, bro, like even you even see it like even in the sports scene, like in the sports scene, like where you see a lot of people like they're just like they're not just. I don't want to just be another athlete. I want to be my own brand.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like you got like LeBron, like where it's like, man, LeBron, whatever team he goes in, that's, Kobe. You know what I mean? Like Kobe is like, doesn't matter what team he might have, even though he was with the Lakers the whole time.
That name,
but that was
you gotta get,
Kobe, Black Mamba. You know what I mean? And I think that's one of the things that a lot of young people in this generation now they're seeing. They're like, but I think we have to have a good blend of both. Like we got to have a good mixture of the old school and the new school, and we got to work together. Like we gotta like put the hate to the side and really learn how to work together and be like, your way. It's not that my way is better than your way, but it's like, hey, there's things that I did that are able to help you, and there's things that you're doing
help each other out.
That help
network. That's the number one thing. You got to network, and help each other out. You could probably be good at what you do. I could be good, and then we can like. Collaborate, do things together, bring both fans together to one event or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, that's all about each other, supporting each other. You know what I mean?
Because it's like I could easily say like, oh, I'm not in that lifestyle anymore. I don't. What business do I have like, interviewing or conversating with a Chicano rapper? Well, I have a lot. We have a lot to offer each other. You know what I mean? And we have a lot to talk about. Even like I earlier, you guys were like, they were taking videos, right? They were taking pictures. And then like, I think he was like, oh, they're gonna edit it. The young guys, you know what I mean? Like, and that's how it should be. You know what I mean? Because like
network and
because the younger generation, social media, they're game changers, bro. Like they know
TikTok,
how to
all that stuff,
and they know you know what I mean. And so they'll put things. They'll be like 1 million views. Like how did that get 1 million views, bro? And you'll be right there for like 2-3 hours making a nice video. You're like, oh yeah, that looks
good.
The
music and boom,
it gets 2-3 views. You're like, what?
It happens. Sometimes the funny videos will like surprise you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
and I think that's what and that was that leads me to my next question. Once social media started to come in, though, like how was that like a big ¿cómo se dice una barrera para ustedes? Like was that like a big?
Well, it was a lot of help because like like I said, like we didn't have social media to promote ourselves, to let people know where we're gonna be at. Pretty much, you see us at the car show, you see us there. You know what I mean? But now we can promote ahead of time. Oh, we're gonna be here from this time, and it's so easy to promote your music, your albums, or whatever. Even not just music. If you're a model, you're whatever business you have, you can promote it now, and it's easy. So it helps for everybody.
It makes your world smaller.
Yes,
like the world's big.
Yes,
but it makes it smaller through social media.
Yes, and a lot of people, I think, a lot of people have a lot of businesses now because now you have social media. I mean, back then, if you didn't have no social media, all you can do is just go to pass your flyers out, you know what I mean, and see if they hit you up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I remember back in the days when I was selling CDs, a lot of people didn't buy my CDs. A lot of people did, a lot of people didn't. Yeah. But you just gotta keep it going, you know. So you can't please everybody. People, you have to get used to people saying no.
There you go.
I got a lot of no's, Oh, not right
there
now,
you
not
go.
right now. Oh, I don't listen to that music. All right, cool. Next time, thank you. Check out my flyer. Check me up if you want to. You just gotta keep it going. Boom, boom, boom,
and
boom.
And that's one of the values that I think the newer generation doesn't understand because it is a view driven, a like driven, a share driven. Like everything is like your identity kind of does go based off of like, hey, how does this fit look?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You post it on social media. If you get 1,000 likes, then it's like boom. You know what I mean? It's boosting your confidence. You know what I mean? Like it's giving you that assurance.
Yeah.
So when they step to the real world, sometimes like where they're like trying to sell their product or they're trying to like get their brand out there, and as soon as they hear no, that can kind of be like, man, like they feel like a failure. They feel like, man, I don't have it together. See, nobody likes it.
Yeah. But you can't please everybody in this world. You're gonna get a lot of no's, a lot of yeses.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a lot of people. Oh yeah, I'll be back and buy it, and they don't come back.
Yeah,
you just gotta keep going.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
There's somebody told me the other. I don't know. They didn't tell me. I saw a video the other day, and I love what this guy said. He's like, hey, you're a business owner. You know what I mean? Like you just came out with your product. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like your 20, 21, or 22 friends that or family members that are close to you don't want to buy your product, and now you want to give up.
Yeah.
What? Don't give up, man. There are, X amount of people in this world.
You know what's crazy? The good thing you said that the strangers will support you more than your friends and family.
Exactly, bro.
Strangers that they never seen you, that support you, they're the ones that buy everything. That's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes friends don't support you like you think they will, but you got to keep it going because the strangers are the ones that are buying all your stuff and supporting you 100%.
Exactly.
I see that all the time.
Yeah.
You know and it's crazy though, because like your friends or your family will buy somebody else clothing line for like 100 or something, all this much money.
Yeah.
And you're only selling your shirt for like $30 and you can't even spend $30.
Yeah.
And your family and your best friend, but you buy it somewhere else. I'm like, wow. I see that all the time.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
And it's sad to see.
It's sad, right?
But it's the reality. It's a reality that we have to face.
Yeah.
And because bro, like even this podcast, bro, like I'm not gonna lie and sit here and say like even since starting this podcast, like the people that you thought were gonna like support you the most, end up not. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's with everything, with podcasts, models. Whatever business you got, a lot of people, your close people, are not gonna support you. It's a stranger that supports you.
And
that's how it is.
And that's what we have to like go after. You know what I mean? And even it reminds me too. Like another video I saw, it was funny too. There was like this lady. She turned around all quick, and then she's like, your friend didn't buy that water bottle from you because you didn't give it to them for 50 cents, but they saw a store that sold that same water for $3 and they bought it.
Yes, exactly.
And I was like, dang, like that is true.
That's crazy.
That is true, man. But you know what? We can change that, y'all. We can change that. We can change that we got to support.
You got to. Like, that's how everybody's gonna. Motivate. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people do give up. Like, oh, damn, like nobody supports me, and they just give up. Like, come on, man, like.
And you know what? And sometimes, man, like, and that's why, like, I say this because, maybe not everyone's gonna jump on board, but this is a message for people. If you are watching this, man, like, and you do have a friend, you do have a family that's starting something, and maybe you haven't showed the love or something, you haven't shown them the support. Go right now and share. Man, sometimes it's not even buying a product.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say right now too.
It's not even. If you don't have the money to buy it, cool.
Share their business.
Share it though. Exactly.
It don't cost nothing.
You can share a video. You can share
a picture.
We share, bro. We share everybody and their mama stuff, bro.
Yeah.
And sometimes the people that are like that we know.
And sometimes they don't do it back.
Yeah,
It happens, bro.
It's
I'm like, damn, like, oh yeah, they hit me out like, hey, can you repost this? Or like, yeah. And then when my stuff comes, like, hey, can you repost mine? And then they're like, okay, I remember you.
all right.
Next
yeah,
time
yeah.
I got you. I can't do nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
a-
Like,
it's-
it gotta be 50-50.
Yeah.
You support me, I support you. If you don't, then I won't support you. That's how I see it. 'Cause
Exactly.
It gotta be 50-50.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
we got
'Cause
to
help each other out.
We
gotta
have
help each other
to.
out.
We have to, man.
Yeah.
And that's how a lot of communities come up.
Yeah,
you
like
know?
even if they don't listen to my music, like just share it. That's all you gotta
Yeah.
do. You don't like my clothing? Okay, just share it.
Share it.
That's it.
Share it.
That's
Give it, or even a like.
I
bro.
like. Yes.
You know, like sometimes it's like just supporting, just
Yes.
shadowing your people. Just there's so many communities that I admire and support that we can learn so much from, like the Asian communities, the Jewish communities. Like the other day I was hearing this guy, he was talking about that. He's like, you know why Jewish communities, make up so much of the wealth, of the world.
Yeah.
And it's like, because when one person gets into a business, he gets into a certain thing, that person will usually invite the people he knows to be part of that. And usually like they'll bite in a little bit. And then when they see that they're making money, they do more. And then when they start to see them making money, they invite other people they know. And so, and it's all within their same community. It's all within the same community. And I really believe we have to learn a lot from that. Like we have to be better at like, supporting one another. Like when it comes to those things, like I'm not saying that don't ever go and buy somebody else's stuff. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is like, man, if you know someone that does a photography, man, hire them. If you know somebody that cuts hair, hit them up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you know somebody that does this or does that, you know what I mean? Like, and sometimes, bro, the price differences, it's not even that much, bro. Sometimes you're like
$10 more,
$5-10, bro. Come on, like, you know what I mean? But you don't know what you're doing, because what if that person has a family?
Yeah.
What you're doing now is
what they're going through or whatever.
Exactly,
you know what I mean?
bro. Like so we have to be. I think we could still be better. I think there's still more room. Like I even mentioned in the beginning. Even in the beginning when Chicano Rap came out, it was sad to see. It was sad, like to see from the homies in the beginning. A lot of them would be like, "Nah, man, I'm not. That's not gonna play. This or that." And there was a lot of that hate, because we had that street mentality. We had that hood mentality where, if he's not from my hood, he shows no love for me. He's not from my city, he gets no love for me. And it's kind of like, nah, man, like we gotta put that to the side. And I think we've come a long way from those times.
Sure.
Big time.
Sure.
Because you see a lot of the newer artists now, man.
Doing music together, hanging out together.
Yeah.
So that's dope.
Yeah, you see a lot of collabs too now.
Yeah, a lot of collabs. You see everything. It's dope.
Is there someone that you wish you could you kind of look forward to, or you want to collab with one day?
Like big? Like
anyone,
like a big
bro.
artist?
Pitbull.
Pitbull.
Oh, for real?
Pitbull. I always
that
wanted
would be
to
dope,
I
bro.
would love to do a song with Pitbull.
Let's do one right now, bro. I was like,
Pitbull, man.
Oh,
like,
your mommy.
Your mommy. Dale. Yeah, he's like his music, bro. Like I love doing club music, and
I love his
me and
energy,
him,
bro.
Like I think we could do a badass fucking. a bad club song. You know what I mean?
He's dope, bro.
Yeah,
like
he's-
he's I like the energy.
Yeah, I like the energy
he
and
brings,
then,
bro.
And then he brings the girls, and I think I can do the same thing. So.
Yeah, that'd be dope, bro.
Yeah.
That would be a cool collab.
That'd be dope. That's one of my dreams. Yeah,
I see one of the things that's also coming up in the music genre. We can kind of touch on that a little bit. Is even the new. Because not only Chicano culture is being embraced now,
they got all the
but even like the corrido tumbados.
Yes.
The corrido tumbados is coming. My opinion, bro, like I could, so that way people don't think that I'm just like saying just because your opinion first. But in my opinion, bro, like I think it's dope.
It's dope. I love it.
I think it's dope.
I don't know if you heard of Fuerza Regida. They're from San Bernardino.
They're from here, bro.
They're
Fuerza
doing-
Regida.
Hey, man.
San Bernardino. This studio is here in your hometown, bro.
Yes, man. Pull up.
Pull up. We gotta
show some love.
We
support,
gotta
man.
We gotta make this clip.
I see the homies showing love to everybody. They gotta show love over here too. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta come.
That'd be a dope, man.
That
Right
would be
here
a
in San Bernardino.
dope interview. That would be a dope interview.
They're doing big things, man.
They
They're doing
are,
big
bro.
things, and
that makes me happy.
Oh, hell yeah.
That encourages me. That motivates me, bro. I love to see people winning, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I love to see
Yeah,
people
yeah.
winning.
And the little homie that he's always showing love and giving back, and that's dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he did a big recently
A little show
little
right here.
show
Yeah,
right here,
there.
right?
Yeah,
Where was it, in
the,
Moscow?
Nah, right here on the west side, right there.
Oh, it's on the west side?
It's like right there, like probably like 10 minutes from where his mom stays.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
yeah.
He
did,
grew up on the west side.
He was on the roof.
Yeah, on the roof.
And
He had
they,
so many
I was
thousands
like,
of people.
bro,
Like, that's dope.
That was
dope.
tight, man. That was,
Yeah,
you
that's
know, I
dope.
was like that. But even them, you know, like I really love, because I don't know if you kind of going back. I know we're going back and forth a lot, but I know in the beginning, bro, that was I know I was caught up in that. I'm pretty sure a lot of us were probably caught up in that, where you mostly grow up paisa.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
yeah.
then but then wherever you grow up, like that was me. Like most of my family they were paisas, Mexican, hardcore, del rancho.
Yeah, yeah.
And then where we grew up, it was hood.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
So you had both worlds.
Yes.
And in the beginning, it wasn't a good mix.
Yeah, yeah. It was all. Well, I mean, I grew up with my family, so like, there's all like Spanish music.
Yeah.
Los Tucanes and all.
Los Tucanes,
That was that
Los
chona.
Bukis,
Yes, all that.
Temerarios.
But then, like when I started getting older, like when I hit like middle school, that's when I started
Yeah.
listening to Snoop Dogg and
Yeah.
Tupac. Like
The
that's
hip-hop
when,
games
Yeah,
started,
that's when
yeah.
and then like high school, like ninth grade, that's when I got introduced to the Chicano rap.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So in the beginning though, like it was rough.
Yeah,
like there
yeah.
was a lot of tension there
Yes.
between paisas and Chicano culture.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
there was a I know in Vegas there was a lot of animosity sometimes. Like my dad, that's why like my dad, bro, like my dad he was so like adamant of me not being involved in the cholo scene,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he, like my dad for a long time, like because of the things that they witnessed, the things that they would see,
Yeah.
the things that even they were done to them, things like that. They had a lot. They had a bad taste, you know what I mean, in their mouth, and they were discriminated against a lot by the Chicanos, you know what I mean, because like and so he, in the beginning, I remember my dad like él odiaba, he's like yo odio los cholos, you know what I mean, like so if he would tell me, he would be like same thing, like he'd be like, hey, if you guys come dressed like that, or you guys come with your ears pierced, like you guys better look for somewhere else to live, you know? Like that was
how it
him.
was. That's how my parents were.
There was a big. So fast forwarding to now and being able to see how a lot of the younger, because back then it was kind of like, I don't know if you felt that. This is more for me, but you can agree or disagree. You were kind of stuck on the fence of like, who are you?
Yeah.
Are you paisa? Or are you Chicano? You know what I mean? Like, are you with us, or are you? It wasn't ever like, hey, well, pues soy paisa. Like I'm, soy mexicano.
I think
I'm
I was
both.
just like both. I mean, I'm both, because I love the Mexican music. I love to dance to Mexican music, but then I had the.
But you like
friends.
the hip hop.
The whole that was just I was around, and,
Right.
And my parents always get worried about me because I'm always around like cholos and shit, and I tell them, hey, that's my friends, you know what I mean? Like they take care of me, you know what I mean? They got my bag and I got their bag, and that's how I grew up all my life, just with with cholos and shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, but that was, well, back then, like that was my like where I was
But
coming
now
from.
I think it's like a little bit different now, because you
It's
don't really
so
see too much
different.
cholos that much no more.
Yeah.
Well, you do, but not like it's different. Like I don't know, it's just different now.
But
I think.
but that's what I'm saying. Like that's what's so cool about it.
Yeah,
Like for me, that's what's so cool about it, because it's like you have these youngsters. You got guys like Fuerza Regida. You got guys like all these new Peso Pluma.
Yeah.
You got all these new.
And that's what you see. Like a lot of people, like all these youngsters dressing. Like
they're dressing like themselves, but they're singing their style of music, and that's beautiful, bro. Like
in our time, it was gangster.
Yeah,
That was us.
You were either
dressing up like that.
Yeah, you were either Tupac or Tucanes de Tijuana.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, vengo en mi carro para
todos
todos lados.
lados,
And then as soon as you
siempre
cross the
manejo.
border, you were like,
Con the
dear
cuidado.
mama.
yeah. All
You know,
eyes
appreciate
on me.
it.
Yeah. I was doing both.
That was me too, bro. Like, because
Yeah.
I, growing up, like, I would go to the rancho almost every year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I loved, I indulged in both cultures. You know what I mean? At the end, I'm not gonna say that was like my only decision. That was the only reason why. But at the end, like I did end up leaning towards, I when I got jumped into the gang and everything. I really do feel like a lot of it was because like I just wanted to go against my dad. Like I finally was like, all right, cool. Like you don't accept me, you don't respect me for who I am. Fine. You know what? This is who I am. And I remember just it's a stupid reason. You know what I mean? Like but back then, seeing that, and then now fast forwarding to now and being able to see like all the youngsters and all the, you know, them creating their own subculture,
style and all
their own
thing.
style.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like you see them, it's a crazy, bro. Like
Yeah.
I'll be seeing their music videos and they'll be, you know, like that, like your sons, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like they'll be like, you know, like
that's the new right there.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
the
like,
new right
you know,
there.
and then they'll be like, you know, right there, and then it's
Yeah.
like, you know, like they'll be. Sometimes I'll sing it to like, compa, ¿qué le parece esa morra?
Yeah.
La que anda bailando.
Yeah, that's what I listen to. I listen to that. You know, like
Yeah.
like earlier when we were driving this, so me and the homie were listening to cumbia, and his boys were like, "What are
Yeah.
we listening to?"
Yeah.
but that's like our kind of music.
Exactly. Yeah. Like yeah. and
It just
now I love all kinds of music.
yeah,
bro.
me too. I love country. I love everything.
Yeah.
I love mix of everything.
I love I sometimes we'll be like we'll have random playlists sometimes
Mm-hmm.
you know, and we'll just listen to all kinds of things. Sometimes I'll even pull up like, hey, check this out, babe. This is what we used to listen to.
Yeah.
And I'll pull up some like old school music.
Yeah, okay,
I'll pull up some Capone sometimes. I'll put a little Rob. I'll pull up some the Khalifa Thugs.
The Khalifa
one.
Thugs, dang.
That's why I said I was like, the Khalifa Thugs that was a banger,
Khalifa
bro.
Thugs,
like
yeah.
that was like. That was our mission song.
Yeah.
That was like, all right, where are we gonna go? Like, we're gonna go put in some work today.
Yeah.
And then we would just bump
you
that
had those
song
songs
right
right
there,
there.
bro. Like, Cali steady. We'd be like, that would be like our war anthem right there, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot of songs that people that did stuff, crazy stuff with the music.
Yeah, and that's another thing, bro. Let's get into that. Like, but just to kind of close on that, like, that's beautiful, bro. Like, it's a beautiful thing, and I think that's what's so beautiful about music, bro.
Yeah.
That's what's so beautiful about music, because music is able to. I really believe that even the hip hop culture. When you look at hip hop culture, Chicano culture, East Coast, West Coast. When you look at the evolution of even like you know, corridos. You know, now you got corridos tumbados. You got all these different things, and you have a whole new generation. You know, that is just with a different style, a different mix.
Yeah.
And I really believe, man, that, you know, music was the gateway to that. Music was the, you know, we recently went to Seattle, and honestly, bro, like that was another thing that just tripped me out, bro. We went to the art museum. I think it was it an art museum, babe? The one that we went to, the hip hop. The hip hop, huh? It was like a hip hop art. Pop culture, hip hop, pop culture, something like that. And they had a whole section of just of rap, bro. Like all like from the beginning, like old school, like hip hop from, you know, New York to the evolution of like West Coast. And it was crazy, bro, because like there was like this is Seattle. There's a lot of white people in Seattle. No disrespect, you know, all love. We, you know, we love our we love our gabachos, you know what I mean?
I love the gabachas.
But it was crazy, bro. Like they were in there, like, and they were older. Like they were these older families, and they were with their small kids, like my son.
Yeah.
And they were like, and then the kids were just like, "Who's that, daddy?" You know what I mean? Like, or "Who's that, mommy?" And then like them explaining to them like, and all proper, and they were like explaining to them proper. And I was like, bro, you would never see this back then.
That's crazy.
Because back then, bro, it was like no, turn that music off. No, you can't listen to that. And then to see how culture has evolved, and to see like how like the hip hop culture, all this has, you know, how it's been able, because it's crazy, and I'm sure you've seen it, bro, like where people that like back then when, you know, first Snoop Dogg albums probably came out, people were probably like, oh, heck no, what the heck is that?
Yeah.
I mean, Tupac, you know, like the heat that they caught for all these, you know, you know, like the F the Police, you know, when Eazy-E, them came out. Like, I mean, it was something that people were just like, but now a lot of those people, it's crazy, like that you see them and they're dancing to it.
They know the
like
words
they're like,
to
they
the
know the
songs,
words, and you're like, bro, music did that. Like music was able to surpass culture differences, racial differences. You know, in the beginning, it was rough. But to see it, you're like, dude, that's crazy, bro.
Even like love songs, you know, people go through stuff, people they can relate to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So a lot of music relates to people.
Yeah. And I think that just people started to like really see that. Because I understand, like in the beginning, and so that's where I kind of want to lead into is because I know in the beginning, and maybe you can chime in on that, I know that it was a lot related to where, well, this is a bad influence, because a lot of a lot of the lyrics in the beginning, you know, it was to like you said, like, where it was people putting in work and stuff like that. What do you kind of say to that? You know what I mean? Like to
well, for me, like for my first album, like I was saying, so I was just rapping about like dumb stuff and like stuff like, man, like why I say that? Like, you know, like, I'm not even doing that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm like, damn. So like my second album, I was like, I didn't really do too much of that, but my first album, like I did a lot of that, and I kind of regret it. But I mean, a lot of people liked it. It was a good album, so there's just so many things that I regret on saying on that album. So I'm like, but it is what it is.
Right,
you know what
right.
I'm saying? So
because it was your surroundings, pues.
yeah, it was. Yes, that's what it was. And I was like pretty much like kind of like whatever they were going through, I was putting it on the song, and like, they were like, my homies were like, yeah, fuck. Yeah.
Right.
So you know what I mean? So I was So but I mean, like for me, I'm like, they were saying I was saying some dumb stuff. Like, I don't want to say, but I just But now I'm like, nah. I mean, that was the old stuff. I was like 18 years old. I mean, come on, like 17 to 18 years old. I was
like, no, and it's understandable, and people, and that's honestly, bro. Like I respect you a lot for that, bro, because there's a lot of people, bro, that they won't admit it. They'll be like, no, like I said it, I did it, whatever. You know what I mean? But you're man enough to be like, you know what, my first album, I was
young. I was 17, 18 years old, writing dumb stuff and doing dumb stuff. And, but now I'm like, what should I do? That's gonna stick with me forever. Since if whoever has that album, like, but it is what it is.
Yeah. But I mean, it'll always. I always see it that like, because we all have a history. No, we all have a story. Like I have my story, and I'm sometimes I'm hesitant to share it. You know what I mean? But for the most part, like I love to share it because I know that it's going to either help someone. You know what I mean? Like to be able to see that, like, hey, you know what? It doesn't matter where you were born. It doesn't matter how you start, how you started. You know, what matters is, hey, there is, as long as we have life, we have the ability to change if we want.
And if you have a dream, follow your dreams.
Follow your dreams.
Don't let you gotta follow your dreams. If that's what you want to do, follow your dreams.
Yeah.
But you mean you gotta put a lot of work to be in that dream. You know look at me. I've been doing it for a lot of years, and I'm still doing it, and I'm still want to, you know what I mean? So
No, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
So thanks for sharing that, bro. Like that's because I know that that's always something in the back of people's minds, you know what I mean? Like or it's always like a topic to bring out, like well, like how influential is this music? Like how positive is this music, like that we're putting out there, you know what I mean? But the thing is that the way that I see it, man, is that, you know what? I've always seen it as a form of art. Like I always have. Like I've always seen it when I think about Tupac, even Chicano Rap. I've always, after a certain age, like I really started to see that it really was an expression of, because nobody else is voicing what really goes on sometimes. You know, and the thing is that they are realities. They might not be everyone's realities, but they are realities. You know, it is still a reality of, people still go through this, you know what I mean? And, and to be able to put that through music sometimes, man, that's what maybe that young man needs.
And they're going through that, you know what I'm saying? And like they hear the music, like, oh man, like I'm going through that right now, you know?
Exactly, man. Exactly, bro. So, what? How much time we got? 1:40. Oh, really? Oh, dang, man. We've been chopping it up, bro. Yeah, man. Dang, I thought we were probably like an hour in or something.
We're good.
Yeah. No, that's cool, man. So now, because I know you kind of overheard, I overheard you a little bit that you got a new album coming out.
Yes, actually, I got a couple albums coming out. I've been in the studio, man, working. I got a compilation album. It's called Different Stilo Boys.
Okay.
And it's me and all my artists. We have like a little group album that we're putting together. And then I got my solo album that is called San Bernardino's Most Wanted.
Okay.
So I got that one coming out soon. I'm like 2 more songs and I'll be done with that album. And then I have another album, Different Stilo Part 2.
Okay.
And that was gonna be like more like for the ladies, more like club music, love songs and stuff.
All right.
I just dropped a love album like 2-3 months ago.
Okay.
It's called Love Dedications.
All right. You want to spit a little piece to it, bro?
Oh man.
Get a little preview, bro. Yeah.
What song though? What?
I don't know. Let me see. With a different beat though.
Different beat.
I might even jump in with you.
Damn, I don't even freestyle. I gotta write my music.
All right, like no. If you want to rehearse, let's see.
But what song though?
Let's see this.
Let me see. Damn.
Something from your new one.
Something from my new one.
If you can. If not, it's
to that
cool.
beat.
Can you turn it up? Turn it up.
Let me see. Is that the beat that we were listening to earlier?
Yeah, it's gonna drop a little bit more right now.
Let me see if it goes with my stuff I wrote. Damn. Let me see.
Turn it up more. It's good. Yeah, that's
Let
good.
me see.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember a song that goes with that beat. I don't know.
Or you want something more up?
Yeah, it's kind
More
of
slower or more up? You tell me.
I don't know.
Free beats. Let's see this one. Unique. You got the ads.
I don't know. I can do that.
Is basically a royalty-free.
Yeah, 'cause I don't
SoundCloud
freestyle.
company.
No, it's something that you've written. It could be something from your old.
Well, maybe you put like one of my songs. I can like go over it or something. Like I got. Let me see.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember my stuff.
Yeah.
I mean the beat's dope, but I'm trying to. Let me see.
Yeah. Man, I remember growing up, days like this, man, always on the bus. Used to catch the city bus on the grind, up to no good, man, trying to do time. At 16, I caught my first case, but no longer, man, I'm dressing that face. I'm a new man, a new creation, that's what I am. Because the man above is the one who I am. Yeah.
Damn, bro.
All right.
Shit, damn. You want to get
freestyle in a while, bro.
Yeah, I don't freestyle, my boy, but you did a good job, man. I'm like, wow, that was just freestyle?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's dope. Is that Christian music or?
Yeah, it's just just things that I.
That's dope, bro.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. I like that. That was dope. Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, I can't freestyle, so I can't do that.
All right, we put him on the spot. No, it's all
I'm
good. Hey, no, but I feel you on that, and
I
that's what a lot
got
of,
artists that they can freestyle, but like me, I'm like,
and that's what a lot of people don't get it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, a lot of people don't get like that freestyle, and
It's
different.
It's different.
It's
Bro.
different. Like
It's different.
like I have a buddy, the one that I was telling you about, the one that about the cost of a CD.
Okay.
Same thing, bro. Like he can't freestyle. But man, he's a genius to write,
right,
bro.
Yeah, right. You get in like you hit a beat and like I like to take my time in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like what I'm going through, that's when I like, or when I'm like going through something like, oh man, I already got something. I see a beat and then oof.
What's one of your beats?
One of my beats for like what? Like my new stuff or
For one of your songs?
with the lyrics?
Yeah.
You get summertime.
Summertime?
Yeah, summertime.
All right, let's do
This is
summertime.
my love album. It's like a.
Time Lil G 909.
Lil G 909.
So do they ever mix your name up?
Yeah.
With King Lil G? Yeah.
That's been.
Is it always?
Man, all the time. But it's crazy though, cause like he changed his he added the King I think 2012. So when
This
he
one?
was that one. So when he was like Lil G, it was like a lot of confusing.
Yeah. So
yeah.
also he was Lil G before.
Well, no, he was Little Gangster first.
Yeah.
And then he changed it to Lil G. Like he shortened it to Lil G for a couple years, and then in 2012, I believe he added King Lil G.
King Lil G. Yeah.
So a lot of people.
I'm gonna be honest. Like I really haven't. Again, man, like it's been 18 years since so I there's a lot of music I don't listen to anymore. But I don't think I've ever really heard his stuff, bro.
Okay.
To be honest,
he got
with
some
you.
dope. He got some dope songs and stuff.
Yeah, there's always I know they're always beefing though, man. Like
there's a lot of beef right now, man. So much stuff's going on right now.
That's what I was gonna. That's what I was gonna ask
I
you.
can put you on game.
You that you're in the mix a little bit more. That's what I've kind of like noticed. I feel like things have kind of stirred up everywhere. Like even in the streets, the streets is stirred up again. You see a lot more things in the rap game. Things are stirring up. Well, what do you think is attributed to that?
Well, I think right now sometimes it could be real. Sometimes it could be just like for views.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Like people do fake beefs.
So there's so there's highlights
like a lot of people do like fake beefs.
Yeah.
Like sometimes like they'll like that's what I hear. But sometimes they'll like, hey, let's fake a beef so that way people can talk and they can promote their song or their album and more sales, more people view it. It's like the more people talk about you, the more you're.
So it's like that. Bad publicity is good publicity.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter how you get it.
I mean, sometimes it's real. Sometimes they're really beefing it. And sometimes like, but it dies out. But I mean, you get that. You get the views, and people are talking about you. You want people to be talking about you to like, you know what I mean? And a lot of people, a lot of these new rappers, they do that a lot. Yeah, it's different. Back in the days, we see you at the car show. That was like on site, but now it's like it's all internet.
That's what I was kind of and good thing you reminded me, bro, because that's kind of where I was leading with the social media question. But I know we got caught up with other stuff. But that was one of the things was that challenging, because I know that me and you were kind of from the same age group, so we're kind of from the same stilo. There we go. You had to plug it in right there. But that was big, bro, because when I grew up, I was taught you never take a picture. Yeah. Like you never take a picture. You never let anyone have a picture of you. Like that was like my big homies. Like they used to like that was one of the things that they're like, hey, don't ever take a picture. Don't ever do it for clout. Don't ever do it for this. Like don't ever, like that was huge.
You never put your problem or your problems or your beef on social media.
Yeah, you never, like if you beef with someone, like you go up to that person.
You see them when you see them.
Yeah, like that was like there was like unspoken rules.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? And so
of course.
So that was my leading question. That was what my question was leading up to, was like, was that hard, bro? Because once social media came, it was kind of like, well, the only way social media does work is by putting yourself out there. Yeah. So was that difficult?
Yeah, I mean, like back in the days, like when I was with High Power, like we used to beef it with a lot of people. I don't know. We have High Power has a lot of history beefing it. I mean, we're like fighting all the time, but it was not us. It was people like dissing us or always like trying to get clout because we're like doing big things, and especially.
Because I know they were always trying to like defame Mr. Capone, right? Like I remember that was
even until now. It don't work. He's still doing his thing. He's making millions. Like but it's just always that. It's always that. But like back in the days, like he had a lot of people like dissing us, like High Power, and all right, then we'll see you at the car shows. Right. You got to come out. Yeah, I mean, you got to go to the car shows. You got to, because there was no social media at that time. So for you to go out there to promote yourself or to get out there, you had to go to the car show. You had to go to the swap meets. Yeah. So that's where we see you, and that's where you're gonna,
you get dealt with.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm saying.
And the careers are done.
That's what I'm saying. Like
that
pretty
much, you're on camera, like, oh damn, like, you talk all this stuff, and boom, exactly, and that's what happens.
And that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I can picture, like how that was difficult. You know what I mean? Because like you I think the culture shock, you know, it wasn't so much like, oh, it's just I don't want my photo to be put out there. It was like, do I really want my whole lifestyle to be put out there? Because once you start putting your whole lifestyle out there, like sometimes, bro, like I'll be honest with you, like, and it's not to go against anyone, like it's not to, you know what I mean? It's not to like put anyone down. Yeah. But sometimes like that old person to me it kind of comes out and my thought process, and I'm like, bro, like these guys are asking to get arrested.
No, yeah. It happens, bro. Like me, I'm a positive dude, but like, I mean, don't forget that I come from the streets too. Right. I can get like that too, but I'm like more positive now. But like, if you push me like that, and then I can do, you know, the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But I understand.
Yeah, so that's why I was like, man, like that must have been hard in the beginning. Now I see it. You know, I see like Mr. Capone, even he has his YouTube channel. You guys have big social media followings. And but I can just imagine how in the beginning, like how that must have been difficult because like especially when you grew up, you know what I mean, the early 90s, 2000s, like that was a big thing. Like it was okay, if you do take a picture, it's only just for this, but it's not to like, hey, you know, like this girl, because that was like the thing back then. It was like, man, like don't ever give a picture to a girl, because then they're like, they hang out with the enemies, and then they know who you are. Like it was there was like a lot of unspoken laws and truths and like this, and
it was
different.
Like, I mean,
it was different. It was very different.
But now, I mean, social media, I mean, everybody talking stuff, talking
Yeah.
shit and all that, because that's social media for
Yeah,
you.
because
Drama.
I could see what you're saying too, like people doing that, like because in other industries they do it, like where they fake a beef, you know, they fake
even big artists,
big artists,
not just Chicano Rap, like
Yeah.
big artists.
Yeah.
They kind of beef it just
Yeah.
to make sales and people talk and hype up the albums and all
Yeah.
that. Like I heard Game, he did a couple. He kind of I forgot with who. He beefed it with somebody, or they were offering money so they can like fake beef so they can make more sales.
Yeah.
So I mean, it happens.
It happens.
It
Yeah.
happens.
You know who's good at that, bro? Like he's funny as heck, bro. Like you wouldn't even
I think I know who you're talking about. But yeah, you
who?
say it. No, no, you say it. See,
50 Cent.
Nah, well, yeah, a little bit, yeah. 50
Yeah, yeah,
Cent.
50 Cent's
I think
good.
talking about like Mexican.
In the Chicano, like who in the Chicano?
I think Swifty Blue.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
I go
Well,
to YouTube and that's all I see. I'm like, damn, it was good.
Okay, that comment I made earlier, bro.
Yeah,
that's who I'm referring to,
Yeah,
bro. I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
bro, like how are these cats not getting arrested?
Yeah.
I mean, they put everything out there,
Yeah.
and I mean, look, I'm not passing judgment on the fact of whatever they're doing.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I don't,
yeah.
you know, that's not me. That's not
Yeah,
my place.
yeah.
But just the fact, like, that's what I'm saying, like that old school mentality comes in,
Yeah.
and I'm like, bro, like, how do they, like, Bro, like I remember one time, bro. Like I remember I got checked, you know, because that was when cameras first came out.
Okay, yeah.
The little flip phones.
Oh yeah, flip phones.
The flip
yeah,
phones.
yeah.
And I remember like we were right there, and we are just trying to like I think we are trying to take a picture of it or something like that,
Yeah.
bro. And one of like the big homies just, hey, like what are you guys doing? Like,
Yeah, you can be recording.
straight checked us.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
hey man, like you know delete that, you know,
Yeah,
like get
yeah.
that out of there. You know what I mean? Like, you know, and we're kind of like, oh, dang. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
And now it's kind of like
But,
everything's
yeah,
everywhere.
Everything's on YouTube.
Everything's all out there.
And that pretty much is kind of good.
I mean,
it helps.
it
You say
helps,
that,
yeah.
It helps, but people talk, so
It helps.
It helps.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, it does.
It
People talk about it, and you get more views, you get more recognition, and
let's start a beef right now, bro. What's
like,
up?
What's up, man? Like
You bang that shit or what?
Yeah, bro. Hey, you know what's crazy? Even like comedy people, like I just seen a homie that I met from Arizona, Lalo. He was beefing it with some guy from Puerto Vallarta, but it was just like a fake. You seen that?
Oh, yeah.
It was like a fake beef. Though,
He
but
would come on and be like, hey, Lalo, I sent you the money
yes,
already, Lalo.
Yeah. I met Lalo because we were on tour and he was me.
I'm gonna start re-strategizing, bro, on my structure. I'm gonna start like,
telling you, bro.
let's start a beef right now outside, bro. Like, man,
But
interview gone wrong or something like
but
that.
you gotta but you gotta let the other people know first. Hey, we're gonna like just fake beef, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
If people
yeah,
take
man.
it, you gotta hey, you dissing me like that was for
Imagine you don't tell them.
they gotta be on the same page, bro. Remember, you gotta be on the same page. You gotta like, you know what I mean? Cause like you faking it over here, like, hey, what the hell? Like, oh, it's just for
You didn't get the memo.
See the guy like, nah, I got nothing. You're talking about me, like, yeah, I got.
Yeah, no, that's
But yeah, people start like, you know, that way
Yeah.
people can talk about it, hype it up, and then like a day or two, like, and then it's just like, oh, it was because it's all for like, you know,
because I know that in the beginning though there was, like you said, even with high power and everything,
Yeah,
there was
yeah.
a lot of bad blood. And do you know of anything that because I off the top of my head I can't think of, but like did anything ever get serious to the point, not with you guys, but just even known rappers did ever get serious to where like something happened or?
well, I mean, everything's on YouTube. You can see everything on YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people do respect, and I mean, like pretty much all the people that that took it to the streets, and I mean, whatever
Settle
happened.
it.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because at the end of the day, it means you're the one that they're respecting and
Right.
talking shit, and I mean, yeah. So
Yeah.
I seen a lot of stuff, and
Yeah.
So much stuff I
Yes.
can't say, but yeah.
It's crazy. No, for sure, man. And then so we're gonna be coming to a close now, man.
For sure,
Dude,
man.
that was a dope conversation, bro.
Man, thank you for having me, man.
I really
It's crazy. We've been here almost like 2 hours, huh? Just
just
dope.
chopping it up, bro.
That's dope.
Just
That's
chopping it
dope.
up, man. I love the vibe, bro. Like I really do. Like
Thank you.
I think coming from the same background, similar background,
Yeah.
that definitely helps, bro, because I always, you know, like my wife knows, like anytime I get an opportunity to kind of share,
Yeah.
about that culture. Because for me, honestly, I say it sincerely. I'm not saying that I condone every single bit of that life. You know what I mean? Because I know why I came out of that life. I know why I made that decision to make that change. You know what I mean? And but it does make me happy. It does make me happy. It does bring joy to my heart to be able to see how culture has evolved.
Yeah, of
You
course,
know,
of course.
the Chicano culture, not just the Chicano, even the Paisa culture. I love to see how Chicanos and Mexicans are getting along way
No, yeah,
better.
yeah.
Because like I said, back then it was a big
it
thing,
was
bro.
crazy,
like
man.
even in Vegas, bro. I remember, it was sad. It was sad to say, you know what I mean? But I remember even back in the days, like where, a lot of people, like it was a lot of paisa homies were getting robbed and,
Yeah.
like they couldn't even walk the neighborhoods, you know what I mean?
Vendors and stuff.
And that's where the vendors, like a lot of, it was really hard for them. And all they were trying to do is just make a living,
Yeah.
and so I'm glad that, and I hope it stays like that. I hope that we continue to evolve.
Yeah.
And last question, man, just to kind of close it, man. And I don't mean to put it on your spot. I know we are in the church, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, but how, you kind of said it right now, but how do you feel, about God and everything, man? Like,
I love God.
Yeah.
I mean, to tell you the truth, I used to go to church a lot when I was a little kid.
okay.
But I'm so busy. I know I have time,
Yeah.
but maybe because I don't like waking up in the morning on a Sunday.
Yeah.
But last time I
Yeah.
did, maybe like 2 months ago, I went to church and it felt good.
That's what's up.
It felt
bro.
good.
That's
But
what's up.
yeah, I'm not a morning person.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
I mean, we had like I'm pretty sure they do have afternoon service and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But I'm just so busy, bro.
Yeah.
But I mean, they told me, as long as you believe in God,
Yeah.
that's all that matters. And I believe in God,
Yeah.
and I always pray to God, and I always tell him to take care of my family and
Yeah.
and to take care of me, because I mean, what I do is kind of hard. You know what I'm saying? And I believe in God. I love God.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro. And I believe
yeah.
I believe he's kept you. I
Yes,
believe
he's always blessing me.
Yeah.
And sometimes when I'm like feeling down, like always something good like comes like
Yeah.
later on that day or whatever. Like damn, like
Yeah.
I feel blessed. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like getting raises all the time. I'm just like,
yeah.
you know, getting all these cars. Like oh damn, thank
Yeah.
you. No, but I mean I work hard and I know he knows and
Yeah.
I'm a positive dude. I'm always trying to help out everybody. Always trying to like give good message. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And just try to help out.
Yeah.
Whatever I can, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean. And I always tell people too, hey man, like believe in God. You need to pray for him and just
Yeah.
pray. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
Yeah, yeah.
And we can, and that's why I love having you on here, bro. And I'm so
Yeah.
grateful that you came on here because, even though we don't know each other well,
Yeah.
even though we don't, we're barely getting,
No, yeah, we're
you could
vibing.
say we
We-
barely like we
yeah,
barely
we feel like we
conversating
know each
right
other for a long time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
but it's so cool, man, and I love that's why the vision of this podcast is all about.
Yeah, yeah,
I just don't bring church people to this podcast.
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
don't
yeah.
bring people that. No, I bring all kinds of people from
Yeah,
all
yeah,
different
yeah.
kinds, all walks of life.
Yeah.
And having you here, bro, is a blessing, bro. And
yeah, thank you,
and to
thank
be able
you.
to see someone come from, the culture that I came from and is also making it, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
that's a
yeah.
huge win. That's a
Yeah.
huge win for you. It's a huge win for our people. And my prayer, bro, my prayers go out to you, Lil
you,
G,
man.
man,
Likewise, likewise.
to your future artists, bro. They're
Yes.
doing their thing, bro.
Likewise.
Got us, right?
Got us right there.
Got us right here,
Got
man.
us.
You know what I mean? Like, look them up, right there. Oh yeah,
See,
see,
look at-
yeah,
bam, right there.
Yeah, that's that, man, bro. I remember, damn, we're bad little kids, bro. We used to
Man, look
steal those, bro. We used to, we
little
were like
boogies.
we're little kids, man. Like they're free. We used to think we were gangsters walking into a church, and
you had the
they
little
had
Bible.
they had those little Bibles and a
Yeah,
treasure
yeah.
chest
Yeah,
with
yeah.
candies and. We would break into the church. It was right there on 28th Street and Irvine right there
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Vegas, and there was some projects right there. But on the corner there was a church,
Oh, okay.
and they always had those little
Damn.
Bibles, always, bro. And but that was a good reminder, bro. That
Yeah,
just kind
yeah.
of took me back right now
I didn't
because
even know you had that.
Yeah.
That's dope. I knew one.
yeah, because you know what, man, like that's what's beautiful, bro.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like that, again, just coming back to that, like
No, for sure.
it's beautiful to have people on here, and it also shows that like my people that identify in me, like as far as with the church, like
Yeah,
we
yeah.
need to have more conversations with
sure,
people. Like
for
it's
sure.
not just about you coming to church,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
even about us coming to you
No,
and
yeah,
us
yeah,
being
yeah.
able to have these type of conversations.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, we don't realize how much we actually have in common.
No, yeah.
And we need to vibe with people more like that because we don't know. At the end of the day, we all go through things, and at the end of the day, man, the big man upstairs,
Yeah.
the big G,
The big G.
Big G, he's
The
Big G
up
right there.
Yeah.
Big G up there, man. He always watches us, and
Yes.
and it makes me happy, bro. Like for me, bro, I don't care. For me, that's a hood success story, bro.
yeah,
like
yeah,
it really
yeah.
is, bro. You coming out, growing up right here in San Bernardino, one of the worst
Yes.
cities in the United States,
Yes.
not just in Cali,
No, yeah.
in the
Yes.
United States. and to be able to see what you're doing in the rap music and the rap game and with your label and your clothing. I'm gonna be putting. How can they find you on social media?
You can follow me on Instagram, Lil G909. My clothing page, different style of clothing. And I'm on Snapchat, Lil G909. My music, YouTube, Lil G909. So just look up Lil G909. You can check out my music.
Yeah, make sure
videos,
you put that 909.
Yes,
make
Lil
sure you
G909.
Because if not, it's gonna take you to someone else.
And if you're looking at this podcast, make sure you guys subscribe.
Thank
to
you.
this YouTube channel.
Yes, subscribe.
You know
Hit the subscribe button.
Yes, hit the like too.
Like it, share it. Hit it. Hey, someone that you know.
Support each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Subscribe.
Especially right here in the Purdue, we have to Inland Empire. We gotta blow it up. All these podcasts in LA, they're great.
Yes.
But hey, what about the IE?
What about the IE?
We gotta show some love.
Support.
Heck yeah. So thank you so much,
Thank
bro.
you,
Lil G.
appreciate it, man.
Thank you guys so much for coming.
Yeah.
Once again, I'm gonna put all his info right there. If you like his music, if you're vibing with it, go check him out, man. Go subscribe to. He has a YouTube channel too.
Lil G909.
Go subscribe to it. I'm gonna even put some of his artists, bro. Send me their pages and stuff, man. That way I can put all you guys' details right there on the description. That way people can follow you guys. And
appreciate it.
you know, I wish you guys the best, bro. I know you guys. Pray lots of success for you guys, man.
Likewise.
And anytime you guys want to link up, bro, we're always doing things for the community.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
I'm always down for that, you know, especially for San Bernardino. So maybe we can link on something.
Yeah,
definitely,
future, you know
man.
What I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Bring some of you guys do a little, that would be, you know what, we haven't seen in a while?
Drive or something, you
a little car show or something.
Yeah, okay.
Because I haven't seen a little, like a dope car show in the city in a while. They used to like get together at the
Route 66 right here in downtown
Route 66
San Bernardino.
and then the carousel parking.
Yeah, the carousel, they're doing a lot of stuff right there, like construction.
Yeah, they're tearing that down, bro. They're tearing that down. Remember the carousel,
man,
mom?
that was dope.
Yeah, that's
little
crazy.
Kids getting the little.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, they're tearing. Hopefully, there's big things for this city though. But peace out, guys. This was Offbeat Podcast right here with Lil G. Different stilo, man.
Whoa.
First Chicano rapper on Offbeat Podcast, and that's why we are Offbeat Podcast, because we are real, we're authentic, and we're having the conversations that nobody else wants to have. So peace out, much love. We love you guys.
Thank you.
Subscribe, like, share. Let's go.
Hell yeah. Peace.